Oh, alright guys. It's a bit late, but just want to see what else is going on in here. Well, what is going on here? What's with this music? In here. Pour down the wall.
A shift in temperature. The air chills around you. A former architect stands before a slice of window. Is red from the cold. Faint pencil lines on paper. It's clean and empty, with new tapestry in.
Oh. Okay, someone tore a wall down. I don't know what's up with that. But, let's see. Oh. I guess we'll check the balcony. Oh, there's a decent amount of stuff over here. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's quick save first. Is that our mysterious stranger?
Ooh,
Oh no, Cindy.
the piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think you could do that with hooves. Yeah, I can.
That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint. It's heavy fuel oil.
That heavy fuel.
Red-dyed heavy fuel oil, intended for exclusive use in government vehicles, to be precise.
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself. Back in Jamrock. Something to think about next time you're driving around in your pretty little piggy carriage.
The lieutenant is hatred. The woman.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on a first-name basis with her. It's where they grow whores like pigs, not half as dumb as he looks. I ain't no...
Actually,
We weren't put on this...
Oh, what is this? The freaking coal? Like, what is this? Like a coal chute? Where's all the debris? Yeah, it's coal. Guess we can go back and open the door to the bottom ourselves so we don't have to come up around every time. Oh, okay. Yeah, door's just open now. Alright, I guess we should turn in and then we can, like, fake them out and get the greaves ourselves. Oh, we forgot to ask the Hardy Boys about their other member.
The tear machines. Your bottles. Do you know what you should do with them?
Yeah, cash this check.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything. A warehouse? I don't know. Maybe. I don't really care what for it does.
Come on, give me
She
something
looks
for
up.
it.
Fine. for it doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay?
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know you worked for the union, sir.
The giant novelty check. Huh.
Anything else?
That was easy. Blow the whole thing on speed and...
Alright, easy enough. We have enough for another stay. Wonder if the Hardy Boys are still in there.
I've got nothing to say to you. I am not
You could be Liz. You could be anything. You could even be a mob.
even a mod. Glenn, I went to law school. I am an attorney.
He's right. With a face like that, she could be on the cover of Le Debutante International.
Electrochemistry.
Please do.
Looks like the circus left town.
Hey,
But the
I
clowns are
work with you
still
guys
here.
now, you know? Don't just shut me out like that.
A bullet, you say? That's mighty curious.
Indeed, mighty.
Well, there are so many bullets in the world, and so many heads.
It's bound to happen again, you know? Just statistically speaking, of course.
You know what I think? I think he was shot in the head as a kid.
Around the bullet, man. That's a good one.
Never been worried in my... Oh, so you went and talked to my mommy.
And what's gonna happen if we don't? You're gonna go and tell on us?
Yeah, I heard him. Now, fuck do you think I'm doing here? You'd have your ass handed to you if it was. Let me state this very clearly, Capo. Hello, officer. I'm Titus Hardy, and these are my boys. Hardy boys. Yeah, my friend.
Wouldn't want to beat up his grandma.
Nervous, snickering. There's a rush of adrenaline present.
This is what happens if you take the law into your own hands. Other people start doing it too.
Let them come. The Hardy Boys
Dude,
are right
they are
fucking
like
here.
way better geared, man. That's the
You
thing.
heard the man. Right here. We're on.
Yeah. Well, all
The mood is on the rise. They're feeling confident, ready to punch out the...
We got weapons of our own. We got Esther 50s, Zeelagers, Glenn's.
They
I
press
guess
on.
we're gonna see, aren't we? Yeah, like you've been up against. You haven't even seen the whole suit, right? I've
Yeah,
seen
'cause
the
he got
whole
hit in the
fucking
head.
thing, and it didn't.
And he was not wearing the helmet when
Big fucking surprise.
He's really prepped himself up for this. He has to keep the fear
yeah,
in
he's
check.
just trying to pump himself up.
So are the local gangs, the fucking Barmy Army, and the Madre scum.
yeah.
These people are trained military professionals, special forces, as you said. They're not a gang or barmy army.
No, they're not. They're uncoordinated and drunk. We know more about them than...
Okay,
What do you mean, okay?
They're gonna wipe you the fuck out, Titus.
We don't need you.
Last gun or not, you're going to need help.
Okay, I accept the offer, but I'll believe it when I see...
Not gonna tell you about the drug trade thing. Well, actually, will he? Hold on. I guess. Let's try
Looks
it.
like the
Actually-
circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Dude, come on. I'm trying to save your life, man. You're really gonna... Just... Let's quick save.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
You have to wait for the animation to play out. Alright, let's see what about the
Like hell you have. There.
We'll do that. In the meantime, did you know that there's an abandoned lorry at the intersection that was used to move rolling? The person driving it was present at the hanging. It was one of you. We've connected the footprints. Detective, do you want to deliver the coup de grace?
The thought forms in your head, like a lightning strike branching in the sky.
Thank you. You're right, Titus. There is...
That's a mighty interesting theory. I guess that's what you would need to do, theoretically. A big, strong, state-run monopoly.
Yeah, but it's a monopoly
would
of something that's,
outcompete
you
the
know,
runts
not
on
great.
the street.
I mean, I guess you can make the, you can rationalize it yourself,
that's what you
sure.
would do. To get rid of the gangs.
Oh,
the
they're
dealers,
not all
even
about
some of the
community,
junkies.
You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a monopoly.
You're admitting to
For the
profiting
good
off
of
of
the
poisoning your own people.
Who fucking who? People will always be taking drugs.
Yeah, that's what the labor movement is all.
Theoretically, of course.
Not quite yet, Mr. Hardy. There were 8 sets of prints on the crime scene. There are only 7
My answer is...
And here we go.
I know! Fatty walked on all 4s. He's so fucking fat!
Despite everything,
Go fuck your mom, Dennis.
That's more like it, boys. You heard him. It was Angus on all 4s. Anything else you need to...
Okay. Dude, when the PMC comes, that law degree is not gonna stop you. Like, man, well, I mean, I guess they just feel they don't have a choice. But where does this door go?
you see a heavy steel, the cobalt, old cobalt.
All right, let's
The door is closed. This door, as you hold still, the lieutenant, you should punch a fucking hole in it. The murmur in your...
Am I not allowed to open this thing?
Yes?
No response. He just arches.
Have you tried
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
Really? You look fine to me. This psychodrama is unbecoming of... Then you should consider seeking medical attention. You can use the radio in my kinema to...
Oh, I guess you have to, like, do the debriefing every night.
Yes?
Or is there just, are we not, is it just not late enough? It might be it's just not late enough. Okay. Oh, you have to, I think you have to pay Garf, that's why. You have to pay Garf. For the room.
Can I help you? Got the 20 real. Good. You got the room for the night.
How could anyone forget at?
Alright. Really have become Hobocop.
Yes?
Alright, he's gone. So, okay, so you're supposed to wait until Kim leaves. And then...
The man is decomposed. The body, you're going to...
Whoa. Yeah, fuck it to pieces for us.
It's not completely useless. You're able to reveal a little more of the putrid
Oh
polymer
boy,
sock
this
beneath the
is
boot.
yeah, we're doing some
It feels
looting.
like the leg is going to come off along with it. Just relax. This is easy. This is the right method. It takes some time, but eventually the boots come off with nasty slices of polymer sock stuck to even bigger pieces of skin and rotting flesh.
Look, he's skinning the fucker up good. Puka style. Hell, keep up.
The legs look like they've been clawed at by wild animals. As for the boots, you can't possibly do anything with them until you've cleaned and disinfected them thoroughly. Yes, these absolutely need to be washed before. The stink
It's like a biohazard, man.
Didn't the Whirling have a kid?
Wait, what? We're gonna use their kitchen, the place where they cook their food? Yeah, it's
Fuck does Kuno care? Kuno doesn't.
Is there anything that gives me empathy? Oh, I guess this gives me empathy, right? Yeah.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Oh, he likes
It's
you
not
now.
Kuno. It's Kuno S.
Fuck you whispering about?
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But watch what happens.
Fuck you whispering about? If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up. Don't make Kuno look bad in this.
Oh, I can't even, okay. So I guess we have to pick the right choice here. Should I look this up? I guess I should look this up. Yeah, I guess I'll look. It's better than trying to do the thing again. Let me see. Second. Damn, people, apparently you're supposed to punch Kuno in the face. What? Alright, I guess I don't know.
Crazy? You don't know the half of it. She's not crazy. She's insane. Dangerous. She's smoked a man.
So why you
She's done
why
people
you
in.
with her, bro?
Probably even pigs.
Stop talking to him! Kuno, I'm fucking warning you! You're gonna get us into shit!
She understands what you're trying to do.
Yo, see? Did Kuno not tell ya? Kuno told ya. Kuno talks to whoever he wants.
Oh.
Talk, pig. Kuno's got it under control.
You did it. They're separated. He's even turned his back to her, so she can't read his lips.
Huh. What do you mean? She smokes.
Kuno means she killed someone. That's right. She's a killer.
Wait, what?
Like, actually a killer.
I mean...
His little green eyes are fixed on yours.
Isn't she too small to
Are you
overpower?
getting this? You think I'm fucking telling you a joke here? How hard do you think it is to kill a fat ass? Sweet talk him, then knife him. She's probably killed a pig too. I mean, I'm pretty
Come on,
sure she has.
hasn't killed one.
I knew you pigs were too naive for this shit.
There's something cold in the air, like water lapping against cold. The creature peers it. Fear.
Fuck knows. She says it's the song of air people or some shit. Crazy people. The fucking Nakis. Yeah, she's psycho. None of that kiddie psych. Yeah. Snuff radio shit. Believe me, pig.
She your sister?
Fuck no, she's not my sister. She's just a stray who got in. Like a mad dog or some shit. Yeah, she was just...
What was that, Kuno?
She was in the hallway. Dripping wet. By the fucking
The
shoe
hallway
rack,
there? With
in the dark.
janitor's closet?
Yeah, that's the place. She was just balled up near the closet. Psychos. Kuno's got no fucking idea. Her hair was all... I don't know. Someone left the door open. Kuno comes home and she's sleeping under the desk, under the pile of clothes. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit. Doesn't even see her there. Or thinks it's fucking Kuno. Shit's all on Kuno. Yeah, she would have liked to fuck him up. Look, Kuno's gonna put you at ease. We didn't do...
He speaks the truth, my liege.
Okay.
How's Kuno dealing? Kuno's dealing just fine. He doesn't need you
Well,
fucking with
damn.
any of it.
Surprisingly
C
responsible
doesn't either.
person down here.
Kuno's got this shit under control. Listen, listen. C is Kuno's go-to.
This is what it all comes down to.
I'm going to kill ya.
He may not be able to do it, but he will try. Right now, he believes he will.
All right, now we can do business.
He's breathing heavily.
Yeah? What do you want?
Don't hook him up with...
See, relax. He'd expect Kuno's gonna get you hooked on illegal narcotics if you run a little errand for the Kuno. See, it's tension and release with Kuno. Now we releasing. Kuno flexes for hobos. Kuno sees you're in need.
I will buy
Here,
it from him.
pig. We're fun now. Performance buddies. Kuno can already see you soaring through the air like a fucking eagle. Kuno gets it from his dad. Kuno and his dad are major suppliers. That's where Kuno gets his lightning on. Problem is, Kuno and his dad had a little falling out. Now junkies clawing at Kuno's door. Streets going mad. Kuno's got to throw his dirty popo man at it. Dirty popo man is you. In there is Kuno's violent dad on steroids. Kuno's dad does steroids and speed. If you can, Kuno's dad is a fucking monster. He's the most violent man in Revachol. He doesn't give a shit about a single thing. He drinks too.
Oh, okay. Oh, he also drinks alcohol.
Like half. A baggie. But like in this vial. Okay. Kuno's listening. Alright, pig. You can plug him, but you can't stop him. Just get in the apartment building. Kuno knows you already fucked your way in. Go to room 12, first floor, and kick down the door. Police violence style. Kuno style. And then it's action time. You're locked in the room with violent fuckheads. That's it. Next time Kuno sees you, you better have his... Kuno does...
Huh. I think that was okay.
man is decomposed.
Okay. Well, I think we got time. We could. Alright, we gotta go into that apartment building. Ugh, I really don't like going all the way around. Sure there's no shortcut? Oh wait, no, there is. Yeah, the way is the other entrance. Wait, I'm crazy. I already opened this door. Room 12, huh? Is that the upstairs one? 9, 10, 11. Oh, this one, I guess.
A shabby door hangs odd. Your heartbeat quickens. Palms go sweaty. The sun.
Okay, well.
A shabby door hangs oddly on its snip. The cutter. Don't let the quiet fool you. You can just go in now.
Oh, dude's passed out.
A phone book lies open on the table. You pocket the bottle. Don't wait. Blast it before you face the beast. A bundle of clothes. In the dark, it looks like something under. It doesn't give a shit that you're a cop. Your hand touches a greasy duvet covered.
Alright, let's save.
A bundle of clothes. In the dark, it's something under. It doesn't. Your hand touch. You see a 60-year-old, fat, red-headed man passed out from large amounts of alcohol and God knows what else. The smell of shit. Right. You don't have to take him down. He's already down. The light from the window is weak. There's still plenty to be scared of here. Just not what you thought. No response. His half-open eyes give him the
Fucking Kev.
a lump of flesh. And look, a groan rises from the man's throat. The pile of a coronary artery bypass graft.
Huh?
Take out. The man groans once again, and then it pig. He's trying to call you a pig. His hand falls back on the bed. Silence. He wouldn't be too thrilled to learn you stole his.
Damn. Kuno does not have a great home life. Gotta say. Oh, actually. Oh, you can enter through the shack here. Oh, oh.
Master Investigator. You just can't keep yourself away from locked and hidden places. Attaboy, the world's secrets were.
The Jamrock Shuffle. Hell yeah, we need that. What's the downside of Jamrock Shuffle? Oh. No, we have a lot of skill points actually. Let's unlock some. Oops, no, this is the racist person's house. Wait, where's the shack shortcut then? Oh, no. I guess there is no shortcut. You can't just bust a hole in the fence and just go in there.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush.
Oh, yeah, visual calculus, not very good at that. just can't talk to her.
Fuck does Kuno care? Alright, so you got Kuno's kilo. Here is how we do it. First, you give Kuno Kuno's kilo, then that's how we split it. It's the best way, street way. Wow, that's heavy. Here you go. More than half in there. Kuno's fucking honourable like that. Now tell me, how the fuck are you still alive, pig? Yeah, how are you still standing, pig? You sneaked past him. You got lucky. Kuno's dad was out getting more drink. Kuno knew that. That's why he sent you. Kuno cares about his pig. Doesn't want his pig to get hurt.
So he doesn't, I mean, if you pity him, he'll probably, yeah.
Yeah, pig, this shit is done. Now get the fuck out of... The fuck do you want with it?
That's alright.
Good call, pigman. Kuno doesn't...
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think.
Yeah, she's definitely the bad influence on this guy. Alright, let's go clean the boots out. I really don't think you should do it in the kitchen of this place, cause yikes. Definitely some biohazard shit here. I'm not talking Resident Evil. Oh boy. Oh no.
This industrial gas-powered stove has been used. Getting the corpse residue out of these boots is going to require patience. And also a huge pot full of boiling water.
Dude, are we really just gonna desecrate somebody's... I guess. I mean, I was like, are we really just gonna desecrate their cookware? Like, you should tell somebody.
A commercial pot draws your attention. It's very large, gigantic even. It could be used to make enough stew to feed an entire city, and also to boil a putrid pair of death boots. There is a variety of soaps and bleaches in the cabinet to the left of the stove. There is also a bottle of white vinegar in the cabinet next. This is gonna take the hard stuff too. Use as much as you can.
Okay, let's. I don't want to mess this up, so I have no experience IRL of doing anything like this. So let's look up what we should do. Let's see. The handyman's boots. Okay, here we go. Use soap and vinegar, okay.
The delicious smells of cheap soap and vinegar waft up from the pot. Alright now, chef. Light up the stove and boil them.
This is...
The strong smell
I sure
of
hope you
vinegar
bleach
forces
their
from
pot
the
afterwards, because, you know,
water
if somebody's gonna
slowly
make a
comes
stew
to
in
a
that
boil.
pot, it's not gonna be great. Yikes.
Strips of polymer fabric and human tissue separate from the lining of the boots. The boots look cleaner and cleaner. Those bits of human flesh are beginning to look cooked. You can smell it, just like beef stew. That's it, chef. The boots are as clean as they're going to get. Steam, dense with the smell of strange meat, disappears into the vent above the stove. A pair of real beauties. The boots are shiny, hot, and reek of vinegar. Just perfect.
Master Chef out. You know. Is that a fucking Master Chief reference? Damn, that's kind of weird. Alright, I have 2 pieces of the armor already. Yeah. +1 half-light, +1 Savor, and perfect physical instrument. What are my current plans? Oh, never mind. Hell yeah. Put that shit. Oh. Dude, I look so weird with this jacket. Okay. Let's see if these boots are better than what I have right now. Yeah, -1 composure by being the Terminator boots? That's kind of weird. What do the gloves do? I think interfacing is more useful than half-light, honestly. Let's see if we get any more pants that are good. I guess we're fine. How's the shirt looking? +1 drama. Drama seems pretty useful. I mean, it's a lot of there's a lot of talking. I just look so bizarre with this combination of gear. But hey, what can you do? You gotta do the stats. Alright, I guess it's time to turn in.
The bed is still cold from the broken window, and not too inviting. But the bed is still cold from the wind blowing in from the broken window.
Wait, what?
The mattress creaks
already.
as you close.
Here we are again, my broken bud. The waves are coming, carrying you away. But you can't go. No, you have to stay. Always half aware of yourself. You're not cooperating, brother man. It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep, you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it. Your belly and your sides are unpleasantly tender. You wish you could curl up into a fetal ball of safety.
You know, turn into
But you
Samus or
cannot.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Because of the pain.
And there's a lot of it, ever present in your organs. It's like every one of them has
I'm an
their
artist, and
own
liver damage is
nasty
my art.
song to sing.
I think I need medical attention.
Oh, yes. They'll check you out, give you some pills, make it all okay. The wonderment.
Don't be stupid, Harry. It's not happening. They don't
Hey,
need
you
new
know, we might get artificial
kidneys and
organs
livers in
soon.
hospital.
In the next few
All
decades.
you've got to do is
They're
pray
growing-
to God it
Doing
passes
stem cell research.
and stare at the flickering darkness.
You're just stuck here, in the half-world. Could try looking at other people, really looking. But why would you want to start doing that?
I like.
Sure you do.
People are beautiful, statuesque, parodies and tragedies of themselves. A great democracy of creatures.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness? Look at all these
The limbic
lights
system sure has a
blinking
weird
in and
voice.
out of existence. Thoughts! You're just pretending that you're asleep. Even to yourself.
Yeah, I do have some problems falling
While
asleep
the
these days.
world goes on without you.
Let it. Let it.
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to rise and wipe that shining sweat off as best you can. Gather your bearings. Rock and roll.
Hey, we're fully healed. Nice. Alright. Oh, we have to go to we have the time thing. Okay, done by Wednesday morning. Sing karaoke, we gotta find oh, there's only a few timed ones. Okay. I guess we should go nah, don't look in the mirror. You'll take more mental damage. Alright. Oh, there's more people to interact with now.
The woman in an RCM patrol officer's uniform.
I would really prefer not to talk to you right now. I don't know. I mean, why would I want to talk to you?
Have I wronged you? I did that to a lot of people.
No, you haven't wronged me. Okay, fine. Let's talk. What precinct?
Fucking deranged lunatic.
I don't
Don't say anything, Judith.
I'm just looking out.
No one. I'm just a man with sunglasses. And you are?
Yes. A policewoman who just wants to do her job. That's...
Something about the man with sunglasses and you.
Are they from your precinct?
Yes.
Oh boy.
You look like shit. And I don't mean that as a metaphor.
Last couple of days.
Don't be so modest. We're looking at several months worth of damage here. Kind of a miracle you're still up and at it, to be honest.
Oh, come on, Jean. It looks like it's been a rough week on him.
It's not just this week. What you want?
Okay, so this guy is cool. He stands there like a statue, an angry statue, and he does not like you.
Alright, hold
Watch
on.
out for yourself.
That voice, so very familiar.
Oh, really? That's the where you remember me from? You don't say. Goodbye. Again?
Okay, we need some. Okay, let's put some into a spirit decor, which is the. Let's go. Let's go.
Again? I can't believe.
You know what it is. It's like.
Oh, I definitely know you from somewhere.
You're wearing a wig.
Another life.
Yes, from another life. A different life. Maybe the life of a police officer belonging to the ranks of the... To what station do you think you would belong in this alternate and totally fictional reality? Okay, that's plausible. That's entirely plausible. Now we're really getting somewhere. Somewhere good. Okay. Let's be crazy. Let's say you and I are partners. How's that for a thought experiment? Would you now, or would I be cramping your style? Never mind, partner. Okay, how about you stop wasting my time and get on with whatever you were doing then? Oh no. You see, I enjoy watching other better cops solve crimes. And let me tell you, it's been quite a privilege seeing you work.
This isn't helping.
You're not going to believe this, but police officers, yes sir, solving crimes, locking up bad guys and get this, and not getting that drink on at 2 o'clock. Just some regular boring motherfuckers in suits and uniforms. Nothing spectacularly extravagant like you, the far-out son of Lang. Oh, it's you eccentric genius. I mean, with your unorthodox approach to police work, it has to be you. Not even a little bit.
It's an urban myth about an officer who is so far undercover he can't remember who he is. As I said, just an urban myth. You are not the son of Lang.
Neither can I, partner.
I'm not getting involved in this.
About what? You don't look like a cop. You know what you look like?
Like a man down on his luck. I'm trying real hard here.
Well, go solve your case then. That would count as trying hard. No. Cause it's not my job. Why don't you go and fucking do yours and solve this damn hang? Actually, I don't.
Come on, Jean.
Okay, say things.
Suddenly, out of nowhere, case-related things start.
Okay, I'm
popping
doing
up
this
in your
investigation. It turns out he was shot and
You
hanged.
think he was hanged as a cover-up? To hide the shooting? Okay, well... I don't know.
You know what? It must be because he's buff. He looks like he works out. Like he's got the devil on his back.
What? Sean is ripped?
Oh my god, there's more. You want something more?
Alright.
The Jamrock Shuffle.
Jamrock Shuffle. What do you get? What is up with these pictures?
In a way, yes, you are treasure hunting. Most officers from Precinct 41 do what is called the Jamrock Shuffle, cracking open containers. Most of them are from Jamrock or Coal City, the poorest parts of Revachol, that also overlap with the network of royal catacombs called Le Royaume, just beneath the streets. As children, you would all go underground, hoping to find treasure, and come back with a
better
rat's
loot
tail
locked containers.
or a used needle. That playful curiosity must still be in you.
I don't know how useful it is to take a full thought of your dog
The
cabinet,
Orbe de
but
Montagne, the Holy
Sounds
Scepter,
good.
and the Cocaine Skull.
The cocaine skull? Okay, well I have a pretty good idea whose skull that belongs to, but yeah. We have a lot of skill points.
Okay, The man with the sunglasses and his hypothetical Station 40. There's something missing here. Something you can't put... Yes.
Again? I can't. Okay. No. I'm going to say no. Just to see what you'll say to that. What'd you say? God fucking sh...
Okay, I was clearly wrong. He is a firefighter, male nurse, animal control agent, something...
I'm going to okay.
Jean.
Okay, I was clearly wrong. He is a...
Alright, yeah. Oh, we should go meet with her husband today.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are.
Alright, let's open the water. This guy didn't say anything the previous few times. Nope, yep. Alright, let's open up the gate. Nope, it's further up. Oh no, further down. Hold on. Where is the map actually? Map, here we go. Church, fisherman shacks. Okay, yeah. Here's the other side. Same lady again? You were right that
Excuse
I am a
me?
cockatoo. I went and I read up on them, just like you said. And I even decided what kind of cockatoo I am.
I don't know. The most talkative one? The what now?
The major majestic cockatoo is the most
You
impressive.
truly are one strange cop, aren't you? No, absolutely not. Are you a policeman or a nanny? They are not.
You know where they are. No, they're at a disco. Getting down.
I see.
The woman before...
Yeah, we definitely just wasted some time. But hey, that dialogue was funny, so... it's hard to... Can't really say whether that was good or bad. Yeah, the lock is further down here. Alright.
A rusting control panel. You grab the handle and
There we
pull
go.
the lever
We did
up.
it.
As soon as the water lock starts moving,
Alright, we have access to a new area now.
Okay, if we ever need to get to the coast, then this is the way. But please, contain your wanderlust for now.
focus on one thing. Achieve it.
Sure. But, okay, well... Kim's gonna be gone for the rest of the day when you put the body, when you send the body away, so... So I wanna do that as late as possible. Anything over here? Breaker box. Powered radio pylon above. Really are exploring. Oh, well, I really hope that's not my car.
A banged up motor carriage lies half submerged in the icy water. Slowly.
It appears to be so.
The lieutenant has a peculiar look in his eyes. We don't have time for traffic hooliganism.
I agree. We should definitely invest.
You get a sudden sinking feeling. Stomach acid comes up as you look at the motor carriage in the deep, dark, cold water. Why the doom and gloom? It's just a sunken motor carriage. Some motor carriages are bound to end up in the sea.
Looks like Jacob's journey came to an
Your
abrupt
mocking
end.
tone finds no response, but the motion of the waves.
Yes, yes. Clearly, this is a triumph. I'd say the vehicle has been here since last Saturday or Sunday. Let's wait for the low tide and see what's inside. I don't know. An hour
okay.
or two, tops? The ice hasn't closed around the vehicle yet. My guess is it's been here since last Saturday or Sunday.
The logo is too deep in the motor carriage. A single day in the salty seawater would ruin most vehicles, but this one looks worn even in places the salt, rust, moss.
Oh wow, you actually do have to wait a whole hour?
As you sit down in the hinges creak.
Oh no, it's only 20 minutes.
Nothing but the sound of seagulls high above in the sky, echoing like distant laughter. Ice spit flies from you. The lieutenant must think it's rather funny. He smiles and quickly turns away.
Just keep it.
With his lips puckered, the lieutenant lets out a beautiful,
oh damn,
melodic
yo, you get shown up.
That puts even the insulindic thrush to shame. You hear the sound echo on the large body of water. Clouds race across the spring sky, and suddenly you just feel better about everything. The clouds pass in the sky, and the shadow of the
oh boy, yeah, we used a whole
like
hour.
The hour hand on a timepiece. 30 minutes have passed.
I believe it's following a pattern set millions of years ago by cosmic forces. But I suppose it could move quicker, yes?
Clouds on the horizon grow darker, and the shadow of the swing set keeps climbing. You hear the distant rumble of the city. 30 minutes pass.
Luckily, I am already a member of an independent organization, and therefore do not have to choose between a rock and a hard place.
Your voice echoes on the water, strange and out of place in the environment. 30 more minutes pass.
Detective, I've been able to make out the mark ever since we arrived. I find it odd that you haven't. It's a Capri, Model 40.
Yes.
It is a simple and rugged machine, favored by working men,
yeah,
government
it's totally
offices,
your car.
firefighters, animal control people, you know, those kinds of people. Yes, 41. What do you think it stands for?
Oh god.
I'm sorry, Harry. I'm so sorry.
41. Precinct 41. A massive pit opens up in your stomach, and the most terrible feeling comes over you. You feel like you're about to faint and fall off the swing. Oh God, Harry. Oh God, Harry. What did you do? No. Just nope. Say no to this.
Oh my god, it's mine. I drove my car into the sea.
I'm afraid so, yes. It looks like you drove your police motor carriage into the sea after you jumped across the canal. Detective, we don't. A rescue operation really isn't viable at this point.
It's gonna be
I'm
there
afraid
like
it
that?
will have to be there like that for many years. Look at it. Parts of it might be salvageable, but overall, this machine is a write-off.
The lieutenant adjusts his...
People are more valuable than machines. Training a police officer is even more costly.
Trying to cheer you
People, yes, but not you.
That is very unlikely. All the electrics are toast. That goes for the electromagnetic steering and brake systems as well. You'd be lucky to find one undamaged component in there. In a few months, there will be nothing but rust left of this vehicle. It'll be cheaper to buy a new one. Well, not cheaper. This motor carriage costs 40,000 real. But in the long run, it still makes more sense to buy a new machine than try to refurbish this. Let's face it, this is a substantial loss to your district's budget. I mean, my station only has 4 other vehicles in addition to my kinema.
Oh boy.
Yes, let's go take a...
Well. Yikes. Oh, there's my badge. I guess that's something. big is this place? Yeah. Oh. Wait, we have fast travel? Hold on. We told me this. Oh, +1 perception. I guess that's cool. Alright, let's see what's up with this one.
Hi, officer.
Lillian, the net picker.
Anything I can help you
She has
with?
a sword and a scabbard?
A fishing village on the seashore. This place doesn't really have a name. It's sometimes called Elysium.
The sign on the street leading here is illegible. Has been since they built this place. The name is Lillian. People call me Netpicker. I think I have time for questions, and that was actually the second one.
Ask her about the cool sword. Helps to break the ice.
Nice sword. Doesn't feel like a sword.
Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. It's to intimidate folks mostly. Not really. I know some basic moves, and I know it sure as hell beats a knife when you're in a tough spot.
But not when you're in a tight spot.
It's a regular mass-produced sword, like a shovel or an axe.
I don't know
Nothing
how
fancy,
often we're gonna see that.
Just for intimidation. From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from time to time.
Maybe.
What makes you think we haven't? The truth is that almost everyone in this life is scared and tired and stupid and too dull for that. That goes for men too. But they put on an act for us. Pretend like everything's good and living in shit doesn't bother them. Like anyone falls for that.
That does not go for real men. It does not go for you. Show her.
Point to the
Show
expression.
her the wonder.
Sure. It looks as if you could face down any horror in the world with that same unchanging grin. It's like a shield.
The traces of her laughter are still there.
No, I'm afraid not. Tempting to confiscate the blade I used to keep these animals in check. It would put me in an early grave. Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. Gone.
The harbour seawall endures the wash of the freezing waves.
To the waves. The sea took him. It was a long time ago. He didn't respect the sea. Went out there, drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day the boat was found floating empty. A bloated corpse turned up 2 weeks later. Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles.
She really liked those muscles, though. It's in the way she pronounces sinewy.
Us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on. Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids.
This is neither a touchy nor a very interesting topic for her. She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another, better drunk. Ask her. Both of you could need some act.
Sure is. The sun, I call her, coated with a fresh layer of tar just yesterday. It'll take some time for it to dry, assuming the sunny days continue. Like I said, fish mostly. Sail the waves, take care of the kids, pick nets. Right now I'm tarring a little skiff. I sell the fish to people in the Delta to serve at their fancy restaurants. Authentic insular Indian cuisine. Sometimes I also walk to the beach to see what the sea has given up. The sea is full of surprises. Wood, pieces of glass. Every once in a while we see dead bodies. Human,
Wow.
animal, fish, other odd sea creatures. A mine washed ashore once. Bottles, drugs also. Lost cargo in general. Most of the time it's just wood and glass.
Mines. Mines. You need mines.
Well, you're barking under the wrong tree then, officer. I have no interest in floaters. Seen enough of them in my life already. Let's see. Who are you looking for? I don't think I know what these are. Care to elaborate? Aha! Like snowmen. Two odd guys have been wandering around here, nose in sand, talking nonsense about snowmen and the like. Right. Not only snowmen, also green men,
Okay,
monkey men, burning
that sounds like the
rhinos.
people we're looking
You
for.
get the picture. Don't really know. Further down the peninsula, I guess. I mean, that's where they were heading. Well, how can I assist you then, officer? Where are you? This says by signing, I agree to living with construction noise. What exactly is the Union building?
Whoever's planning to turn some of the village into a youth
What
center.
a nice idea. Wouldn't have thought that Evrart and the Union have nice plans for anything. I thought they only cared about themselves. Well, I guess Union members have children too. He has a pen and everything. Here you go. You're welcome.
Alright, she's nice, you know. That story, I like a lot. Pretty much everybody in this, Jamrock Shuffle, man. I hit him with a Jamrock Shuffle. Stealing clothes from people? What's going on? Oh, we should look at the map. Alright, fisherman shacks, then the church. Okay, so it's like we're okay. I probably should have started like clockwise, whatever. Yeah, I probably started like over here, so you don't miss anything. In this mysterious broken down shack. A whole bunch of postcards. Oh, bow knot. Hold on. 2 drama. Oh, that's it for shack. What is this for? Oh, neck, I'm guessing. Okay, what is this thing? Inland Empire. Do I need Inland Empire more, or do I need... Well, 2 drama's a lot, I guess. Yeah. Anything else around here? I might have missed something by just like going along the beach first. Oh yeah. Oh, well, I guess that's as far as it goes. Someone's broken down the fence and the barbed wire. There's so much shit around here. Glory to the ghosts of us. Smallest church in St. Sands. Oh, hey! Well, it's a sad song. Maybe I can karaoke to this song.
There's no way to listen to the tape. A pawn shop. A police badge on which you see the...
At least something good came out of all this.
Encased between two durable plastic sheets is a bluish card with lines of... You see a photo. The man keeps winking at you with his green-grey eyes. The photo is old. No doubt about that.
How old?
8, maybe 10 years. The guy in the picture is rather good looking. He's got a nice haircut and is distinctly lacking in massive sideburns. What do you think? His face is already contorted by the expression. Although it looks less grotesque on him than it does on you now, it looks better on him because he isn't in as much pain while producing it as you are now. Although there's already a hint of that pain, so it's the badge in your hand shines.
Harrier. That's long for Harry. So you are Harry. Evrard was half right. Probably not a lot of people know your full name. Whoever told him you're Harry Dubois didn't.
He's not going to call you Harrier. He'll keep calling you officer when he's angry with you, and detective when he's not. The badge in your hands shines.
Lieutenant W. Freighter. The lieutenant is a rank above sergeant and below captain. It's the highest rank in the RCM that still does field work. I am a lieutenant. The title of Freighter is added to your rank when you decline a promotion to a higher rank.
Oh, damn. When you don't class
you
change
have
up.
Twice.
It
That's
makes
your
you
W
prestige.
There are many reasons one would do this. The rank above you in your precinct's decomptage might be taken, or sometimes promoted officers do not want to replace their superiors out of respect. And sometimes they just prefer the type of police work available to their current rank. In your case, lieutenant.
Heavy-duty case-solving machine.
Decomptage is the hierarchical system employed by the Revachol Citizens Militia. It means counting down to twos. The lowest rank is junior officer, usually teenagers. Then there are the patrol officers, then sergeants, lieutenants, then a captain. That's basically it, except kings like satellite officers and the additionally a freighter rank. You are given the title of satellite officer if your partner is quickly promoted through the ranks and you rise with him. You don't seem to be a satellite.
Putting up with me because we're
No,
the same rank.
I've been putting up with you because despite an unconventional approach, you are doing good police work. It matters more than driving your motor carriage into the sea. And now we've even
He smiles encouragingly. Damn, Kim's just a
He
nice
trusts you, for now. Such a small yet...
That's just the serial number. Revachol, 4 months ago. I'm guessing that's when you were promoted to the rank of... A new badge usually comes with a new rank. You seem to have been...
The pain in your chest tells you you were working yourself to death to earn that rank. The case created a lot of edge you have to take off.
Yes, it's the designation of your precinct. 41. Like mine says 57. The 57th is mostly industrial harbor. A lot of asphalt. The 41st, it's a tough station to work in. You have all of Jamrock to cover. That district should have 3 precincts, but money is what it is.
Okay,
it's
budget
no
cuts.
wonder you are like you are, Heath.
But then again, it's a legendary district, and a hell of a station too. It must be an honor and a curse to work with people like Price, McCoy, Berdiaeva.
He knew all those people, although they're not from his station. They must be big. The badge in your hand shines. The bullet is safely sealed away in a plastic...
What? Well, if I was the bullet, which I'm... If we find who owns it, we will have likely... In conclusion, the more...
The squashed bullet has some sharp... The jacket of the bullet is made of a yellowish metal. It has blossomed. You can just about make out a few straight... It's quite destroyed.
What can you say about the bullet so far?
Jacketed bullet, close to 5mm.
A jacketed bullet. Okay. It would have been shot from a military-grade breech-loading rifle. Not from a muzzleloader, like those typically found on the streets of Martinez.
We were right. This came from a serious weapon.
Even the RCM uses ordinary unjacketed conical
Legendary.
bullets. This is strange. Very strange. I like this, officer. Strange means unique. Unique
90%.
means
If I
incriminating.
fail this, yeah.
We need to find the gun that shot it.
A rifle. Revolutionary period. Your bullet looks to be an old 4.46 millimeter from the surplus left over from the turn of the century. Probably.
I mean, it's 50 years old, right? Because you're in 51. Turn of the century was.
The 4.46 caliber was widely used with the Belma Grave rifle, a Revacholian manufacturer. The BM dominated the battlefields of the Insulindian theater of the anti-centennial revolution 50 years ago. Incidentally, you have just such a rifle with you. The dusty old thing you found hidden in the basement below the commercial area. It's unusable, sadly. If it were, the bullet would probably fit the chamber. No, but Zeliger, a major firearm manufacturer, ended up with a surplus after the war. So there are still a lot of these old military rifles floating around, usually broken. The quality was appalling. Antiques enthusiasts, guerrilla fighters in distant countries, a few lucky jamrock bangers. You're looking for the same thing you found in that hidden weapons.
Exact same type of weapon.
Only in working order.
What are you thinking? Bullet? Okay. And? An antique. That makes sense. There can't be many breech-loading rifles floating around in Martinez, or anywhere in Ravachol, really. Sure, there's some arms trafficking, but the laws prohibiting the use of breech loaders we inherited from the monarchy have been effective, from what I've seen. Some new RCM recruits get impatient with their muzzleloaders once they've trained with military-grade weapons, but they realize it's worth it in the end. Imagine if everyone, cops, citizens, had access to firearms that could shoot multiple
Is this commentary on
rounds
the
without
current
pausing to
state of
reload.
America? This
After
is
the
not
first shot,
an
the
American-made
second, third,
game,
and so on
so
come much easier.
keep that in mind.
But back to the investigation. Doesn't seem that likely, but we'll check out all possible leads.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. A 12 to 40 month construction period and the zoning plan. The youth center cuts into the ocean like the bow of some great modern...
I'm no property lawyer, but it looks fine. I like the print size. They're not selling or leasing anything. It's not a perfect solution, but...
Oh, logic. Oh, I gotta work on logic. Yeah, so it helps to have a bit of everything. Let's see if I have any clothes that helps my logic. I don't know if I really like the system of, like, quick put on this thing that helps you,
You take the legal documents out of the envelope.
even
There
after
is
all
no
that.
loophole. The simple truth is, the current residents are going to lose their street access, and for the next 12 to 40 months, their life. Once the construction starts, it will probably take a few months, a year maybe.
Of course, I should have seen it. Evrard probably has eyes on us, but if the second signature were to be somehow...
He won't say it outright.
Forgery, yes. It would render the document invalid. I am not sure whether working with Evrard is particular.
He feels guilty about failing to protect the inhabitants of the fishing village from a greedy mob boss. The youth center cuts. The note is written.
Oh, I guess we
You take
missed
the
this,
legal documents out of the envelope. A 12 to 40 month construction period and the zoning plan in the addendum. The youth center cuts.
Damn. Well, we already convinced one of them to sign. Alright, hold on. Let's try this again.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. A 12. There doesn't seem to be anything of interest here. No fine print. You're smart. You can read. You take the legal documents out of the... There is no loophole. Once the construction starts, it will probably take a few months. A year maybe.
Of course, I should have. Evrard probably has eyes on...
He won't say it.
Forgery, yeah. It's not the sort of act I would normally encourage, but under the circumstances, if done discreetly, it may be...
Or you could try to trick Evrard. Get someone random to sign the document.
Oh.
By the time the union boss finds out, your business here
Everard
will
people
already
could be watching
be...
you here. Okay, so you have to go hide somewhere. Can you confront him about this? Oh, we already convinced one person to sign it. Let me see what happens if you can, like, just, oh. Kingdom of Conscience. What does that mean? I guess we can confront Egbert. Yeah, I guess we can confront him, see if he has anything to say about this. I really don't like it takes forever to walk to get to Evrard though. Because he's like so far. I really like wish he moves faster.
Mr. Dubois, now, what can Evrard Clare do for you today?
Oh. Oh no, I guess you can't confront him about it.
No, you didn't. I know them just like I know you'll get it done. I'm glad you are.
Roller skating.
There's a nameless little street on the coast with... Yes, the little cul-de-sac on the coast.
You're already pretty deep into this. What's a little more? No one can see you.
They are just going to have to deal with the construction noise for 6 months, and then they'll be living like kings.
That is okay. He's not gonna, like, tell you. Oh. Alright, well, we already went to the shack.
The worn and beat.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need.
Okay. these guys? Who are these guys? Oh, we should save before we do that.
Hey, Tequila!
Idiot Doomspiral.
Good to see you. How's business? So what's happening? Yeah, Tequila Sunset. How are the, high-concept, reality-based adventures proceeding?
Tell me on a cop.
It's good to hear that you're on top of things. Talking about used to, did you know that I used to be a real mover and shaker? Sadly, things aren't going that well in Idiot Doom Spiral Land. Haven't found those keys yet, haven't won that great piece of ass back. No word from my business buddies. We are saving the place. Please don't call.
Don't call him again.
Okay, we're drinking. We're drinking alcohol. That's what we're doing. I tried to save the world once, a long time ago, with enterprise, creativity, and willpower. But that didn't work out. So now, it's a pirate's life for me. What's it about? Maybe you've heard. I used to be a very successful businessman. I've signed more than a few lease forms, or whatever the fuck they were. Anyone's got a pen? The pro's gonna do it. All right. Don't know if I've mentioned it, but I used to be a businessman.
Oh, you lose the pen.
And as a businessman, I am going to...
No, that was my favorite was the gun he lost.
Hey guys,
Hell yeah! Don't call Abigail!
Thank you for your help. Should we go in?
Okay, what's on your...
Okay, I'm pretty sure there's a better way to do the signing than that.
Hey, it's good to see you. So what's happening? Yeah, Tequila Sun... It's good to... Sadly, things aren't... We... Play! Okay, So now, it's you. We've met before. Don't you remember? Aha. Do you want to know how Tequila Sunset came to be? Mm-hmm. Let me take a sip to moisten up my cords. Tequila Sunset rolled into Martinez last Friday. And by Tequila Sunset, I mean you. The man, the myth. Hey, let's not jump ahead of ourselves. This is your story. You got here on Friday to solve a case, hoping to be the early bird who gets the worm. And by the worm, I mean the buzz. Because as far as I know, all you did was get...
Oh, we're gonna learn what happened.
Word on the street is you went around the local hostel telling people that you're a police officer, and that it would be really fucked up if you shot yourself in the head, right in front of them. That's pretty high concept, if you ask.
Does that sound like something you'd do? Yeah, probably. The lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He's listening as casually as he can.
It was a late Saturday night when we, the Union of Moribund Alcoholics, were getting our drink on. Nothing remarkable about this. We get our drink on 24/7. Makes everything warm and glowy. I trust you know the feeling. One moment we hear the sound of a motor carriage revving up somewhere on the plaza, followed by a series of dings and bangs.
Do you remember
that was you driving your car into that beach.
Naturally, loud noises pique the interest of anybody owning a pair of ears. Anyway, there was a brief silence, a gasp of silence, if you will, followed by a real commotion. We heard the carriage careening towards the coast at top speed. Sounded like someone jumped the canal. We grabbed our brewskis and rushed to the jetty. Never underestimate the speed of an alcoholic.
3 men are standing on a wooden platform extending out from the shore of a dilapidated fishing village. Their cheeks red, spirits high, bears in hand, eyes glazed over.
What we saw was a sight to behold. A beat-up police carriage containing you. Right there on the beach. You revved the engine and screamed at the top of your lungs, "The time hath come!" So, naturally, being the curious cat I am, I asked what time hath come. To which you replied, "The time hath come for Tequila Sunset, the end of all things."
Say nothing. It's more dignified that way.
After which, your reality contracted. You jammed the pedal, plowed right off the jetty, and through the ice.
The muscles in your right leg tense up. Your hands cramp on the steering levers.
We ran towards the ice whilst you crawled your way out, miraculously unhurt, covered in seaweed and shit, like some kind of sea monster. When we finally got there, you were sitting on the beach crying. You said that your badge and uniform were in the car. It was too late to get in there, though. The carriage had sunk too deep. Recognizing a brother in need, we offered our condolences and invited you to party with us, which you naturally agreed.
What else was there to do? Thank you, brothers, for your helping hand.
We asked about the whole Tequila Sunset thing, and you told us it was your name now and insisted that we all call you that from then on. I'm not sure. I think you were the event. Tequila Sunset. You know, as opposed to a tequila sunrise, which is long gone. Yeah, hours. It was an all-night drink-a-thon. Then, at some point, I think it was Sunday morning, you got belligerent and wanted to talk about
what are we getting out of this
Revacholian
conversation?
women.
Other than the fun
How
story.
they're beautiful and also whores and so on. How one of them fucked you real bad. After a short while, you crossed the event horizon, looked sullen, got up, and left without saying anything.
Wow, that's quite a...
Yeah, I bet Tequila's a fucking legend around the precinct. You must be proud to work with him.
If you only knew.
You were pretty vague about it.
No one's fucked me.
Abigail!
It seemed pretty painful, to be honest with you. If I had to guess, I'd say you're still working through some shit. Beside your gun and your badge, you said so. In retrospect, I guess you lost your motor carriage too. You told us that they were a bunch of fucking losers whose main interest was cramping your style. No specifics, though. It was more about you. Yeah, you said it was no biggie and that you'd solve it in no time. And that
A lot of cops go solo and hermit once they reach that level of alcoholism.
Yeah, you kept talking about how the... I didn't agree with you, by the way. The spectral hand of the market
Oh
makes
no,
sure everyone
even
gets
drunk
exactly
and like
what they deserve.
at rock bottom, he still believes in the spectral hand of the market.
You kept calling yourself a god...
As you've already determined, the actual number is just over 200. But what's a little embellishment between friends?
No thanks to the squares at the precinct. It's a hard thing for a man to confront his past. Whoop-de-doo. So now I'm a fucking storyteller. Right. Why not? Better than a beach bum.
Oh, you
It depends, really.
The gleam in his eye, you might get scammed here.
No, the reality of the situation requires a rather modest contribution. A little motive booze. Did you already... So, have you got anything for good old idiot Doom Spiral? A bottle for a story. Seems fair to me.
Sure.
Classy.
Hey, Spiral Boy.
Don't call Abigail!
Shut up, guys. I'm telling a story here. Something happened to you. Something happened to me, too. My actual name is George. I was once a reasonably high net worth individual. A founder / junior partner at a high
Wow, we are wasting like half the day on this shit.
agency. When my story begins, I had just landed a major contract with an insurance firm. I used the profits from my agency to finance what I called a cultural incubator. Abstract value generation, value per person,
Okay,
high
this is a Ponzi
concept
scheme.
stuff. I developed the paradigm, worked within the paradigm, but the burden of leadership weighed heavily on me. So I went jogging every so often to keep myself sane. 22 full-time employees, an all-star team, a potentially historical set of individuals. Worrying about them often kept me up well into the morning hours. It did. With my trusty Sansarique tracksuit, I felt like I could conquer the world. But now dreams are worn thin, much like my tracksuit.
What happened?
One day I left on my evening run. As you may know, it's impossible to clear your head when you're distracted by the sound of keys jangling in your pockets.
His eyes are clouded. His dilate.
So I removed the key ring and put the keys for the front gate and the apartment into different pockets. I was halfway done with my usual lap when it started to rain. The reality situation became very wet. I made my way back home and discovered that I didn't have the... Naturally, the situation required me to climb over the gate, which I did. Ouch, indeed. Reality was looking rather... So I made my way across the yard.
Uh-oh.
Standing in front of my apartment door, fumbling with my pockets, I rang my neighbor's buzzers. People are naturally wary of ad men, you see. One moment someone chats. Just then I experienced... But when I reached my office, I remembered that I'd asked one of my... Anyway, long story short, life spiraled out of control.
Wait, what? Just because he messed up his key?
I haven't gotten into my apartment for years, and my girlfriend left me because she didn't want to date a homeless man. The company... Well, you see where I'm going with this. So, now you've heard my tragic tale. What do you think?
Damn it, I feel like there's some
Tequila,
stuff.
I've thought about this series of events for a long time. If there was anything else to it, I would have thought of it by now.
Why didn't you go to the authority?
Well, at one point they came to me, but, you know, I didn't have any ID on me. So they tossed me in jail for 2 days. I can't say it increased my faith in the RCM. No offense, gentlemen.
I literally can't believe it.
Me neither, Tequila. When I lost my keys, I lost more than access to my apartment. I also lost my leverage over humanity. I wasn't a high-concept creative director anymore. I was just some homeless asshole with a premium Sansarique Lycra tracksuit. You can't imagine what that does to a man's confidence. Anyway, that was all the story one bottle gets you. Good fucking question, Tequila. If I knew the answer, you think I'd be hanging out on a beach in this formerly premium but now extremely dirty two-piece Lycra tracksuit? I used to own my reality situation. My business buddies and I had our own creative services agency. I had a nice apartment, an even nicer piece of ass. But somehow it all got away from me. Now I can't hang on to anything. Just last week I stole this nice new jacket, but then I lost it too. The only things I haven't lost are these two drunk.
A lost jacket? Sounds like a mystery you could look into.
My agency, man. The Boom Boom Room. Our concept was combining high art with the lowest forms of marketing.
Oh, alright.
The color red, breasts, and oil paint. I convinced my partners to reinvest some of our profits in an even more high-concept cultural
Sounds like bullshit,
incubator
man.
called Thin Air. I was financing a group of poets in East Revachol who were developing a new universal poetic language. But then it all went to shit. Well, you know, sex sells. That's the first rule of advertising. Maybe you're right. Who knows? Maybe we were behind the curve? We were fucking rich, though, that
What's
much
up with
I
the
know.
tracks?
You've never seen 100% Lycra before? Go on, feel that primo material.
You really shouldn't touch it.
Pretty nice, huh? This might be one of the last...
Good God. It's
Holy
nearly
shit, you
impossible to
look
describe
moral
how
damage
dirty
from
this
that?
texture is. It's like rubbing two jellyfish skins together. You feel about 15% less human for having touched it.
Oh no. Ooh, we are taking some morale damage here.
Randomized trials have also found Lycra, TN, to be associated with a number of exotic, highly malignant cancers. So you also have that to look forward to. And then there's the smell. But you don't even want to think about that.
Wow, you're lucky. He never lets me feel it.
That's because your paws are fucking filthy, Rosie. We're right next to the bay. You could wash them anytime. My fellow members of the Union of
Hey!
Shut the fuck up, Rosemary. He's a cop, remember?
I thought he was a cool cop.
Don't call up a guy.
And this is Abs. So yeah, that's basically us. We drink together. Tequila, it's a verifiable tragedy. It was practically brand new. Sure, it didn't really go with my Lycra threads, but it did itch. Say, you're a detective, right? Maybe you can help.
Wait, you're asking a police officer to help find a jacket you stole
Solve
and then
the
lost?
case of the... Yeah, exactly. You're here to serve, right?
Okay, sure, where'd you
If I knew where I lost it, don't you think I'd have it? Somewhere north of here, that's for sure. I'm all ears, Tequila. I do. But as you can see, my fuel tank is running quite low. Cottonmouth is... You too.
Talk to one of the other guys? Oh, I guess you...
The noxious odor.
Don't you call her? Yeah. Don't.
Who's Amber?
Abigail.
Never thought you'd see such a thing in your life. But this guy,
Don't call Abigail.
the
It
man
says the same
hiccups.
thing.
Then he snorts and begs.
Don't call Abigail.
There's no use in yelling at
The drunk man, he does not sound well at all.
Don't you fucking call her. Don't. No.
There was little chance he'd be.
Okay, what about the other guy who's coherent?
Good to see you, friend. Do I have deals set up for you, buddy boy? So what do you want? I've got smokes. They're cheap. Very cheap. I've got Pilsner. Great. Oh. The system's big. You see, friend, man makes his own luck. And I made mine real good. Got my hands on 3 bottles of liquor exquise. Sold 2 to the bought cigarettes, bought beer, even bought a bit of speed. And look at me now. I got...
Seriously? Are you? Fine.
See, friend, it's real valuable. Worth every real, if you catch my drift. Got it from a bit of a business venture. You know, it's fun.
He's finding it difficult.
What? This guy. Oh, this is medicinal. I got one of those scientific ampules a few months ago. Torpedo, they call it. It's supposed to keep a man from taking a drink. Didn't stop me for shit, that's for sure. 5 lemons with half a pack. It really isn't. In a week, the goddamn kidneys started giving me all kinds of help. Finally, the missus took me to a private doctor's office. Not a charity, the real thing. Those arseholes charged me 4 real to remove the damn thing. But I came out on top after all. But the idiots left me alone in there. Now, I used to teach high school biology. I know what doctors use. Like 3 cans of this blue medicinal stuff from the back room. Threw the snakes out and voila. What's left is this beautiful
Wait, is it
blue
formaldehyde?
98.7%. Or 2 I already sold to these 5.
Don't say it.
Free real and
Well done. You got it.
just make sure to enjoy that one.
Son, you will not kill yourself with this. Not today. So we're going to store this as a sellable item. Go sell it
The
at the
physical
pawn shop.
instrument goes, hey man, don't drink this.
In the civilized world, it's a custom.
Okay. Oh boy, it's snowing.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicked the other one. Looks indistinguishable from him. This one doesn't.
Lily's our mum.
The stone kicker. The other one laughs. The stone kicking isn't even of very high caliber. The stone kicking one becomes.
He looks just like me.
The boy doesn't. The rock kicker was just...
You're bad with kids. Don't worry, everyone is. How about we do some police work now? We're not getting anything here.
First time we got. Oh.
Hello, mister.
Little Lily.
She clutches a small stuffed animal. Occasionally.
Yes, I am. Little Lily. You know my mom? That's nice. My mom is great. Oh, I had gloves. Very big.
Where did you get these gloves?
Found them when Lemmy and I were playing hide and seek.
She doesn't want you to think she stole them.
I hid them. The twins were gonna take them. They're stupid.
We're going to need those gloves.
Oh. They're in my sandcastle. Behind our house. Under the sand. You can break the castle. Yes. They don't want to play with me. They look the same. They look identical. It's a growl.
You might be able to get on Gart's good side if you replace the broken scooter you almost certainly broke.
Sure. I mean, you already took it. I don't like it anyway. It's Lammy. He's my friend.
Lambie is a stuffed lamb that, admittedly, has seen better days. One of the eye buttons is...
Lammy usually doesn't like strangers. But you're also fuzzy, like Lammy. Bye!
Okay. Alright, nothing bad has happened there.
Welcome to the fish.
Then how does she know you're here?
Oh, welcome, police officer.
We are not here to cause any trouble, madame.
Oh, of course. Last time we saw you around here was 12 years ago. You also came to take care of trouble then. Wish you did. But still, in Martinez, oh, the usual. No, not you personally. I meant the RC. He was brooding, needed some help opening the door. You got it open for him. It took him to think up. Maybe they are, because you're an ill omen. But you're still welcome here, as long as men with guns aren't chasing you. And maybe even then, because that's the kind of fishing. I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park the motor carriage, and not a lot of... Look at me ramble on. Stay. That said, if lodgings is what you're looking for, I've got a free room in the shack. I won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM. No one is using it, and God knows it's not much anyway. You can stay there. Don't make an old woman regret opening her house to the police.
Well, if you are not in the hostel in the morning, I'll know where to find you. Here, in a shack.
Just us. It's barely a village anymore. We almost don't exist. This is pretty much a non-place. A gap. A blank spot on the map. Just a cluster of nameless shacks on a nameless street. Over there, you can find more of the same. Shacks and trees growing wild. That's the pot.
Between here and Jamrock,
An old military hospital and its surroundings. Or it used to be,
The suzerain
during
was
the
like
time of the suzerain.
70 years ago.
After the war, it was turned into a goodwill hospital for shell-shock veterans and folks looking for some quiet in the old sanat. Now the area is crisscrossed with nameless streets. The goodwill ran out. The staff left, and the place, well, there's Lillian and her kids. A few new folks live in the house to the east. but they are aware of. And then there's the drunks. Not a pretty sight, but there's little we can do about it. Home is home, even for them. Lillian is tough. Tougher than the men here, at least. If it wasn't for her and the kids, this place wouldn't have a spark of life left. I'm sure you did. Nate, here, for you, no officer.
Under carts, boats, in little boxes. It's not. She nods, rinsing another piece.
Not much. There's the abandoned church, the DeLorean Church of Humanity. It's been there since before my time, even. Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nicer then.
So, they don't hold services there anymore? The Ecclesiastes?
No, we've tried, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents, Before you get to the church, there's some ruins. An apartment complex. I don't know exactly. A pre-war place. Of note, the old fish market up on the boardwalk. But it's no one. That's why it's closed. It was once a bustling place, back when I was young, and so was everyone else. Now, what catch we do bring in goes straight into a lorry for the Delta or somewhere else. What? You're one of those real estate people with big plans? If you want a development opportunity, you can check out the abandoned building over at Land's End. Used to be a supply depot, we think, sending goods and ammo across the bay. It's jammed shut though. We tried to
Land's
get in,
End, huh?
see if there was anything to sell or scavenge, but it's impossible.
Nothing is.
And now you know everything there is to know about me. No one. Just an old washerwoman. Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking. And my married name is Sadie. Now it's your turn, Mr. Quite a handle you got there. So many titles. What do you want?
That's an excellent question, ma'am.
He probably pawned it for booze. Are you getting a reward for it at least? What? You're fetching someone's...
In fact, he does.
None of my business. Anyhow, you might ask Lillian if she's seen anything lately. Eh? What's this about? Come now, I can't read all this scribble. Huh, I might be half blind, but it looks like part of the village is gonna be a street. The best part. The part we need to get out of our houses. I see Lillian's name is already here. The girl is too trusting.
She is too trusting.
Either way, I won't sign union paper. I've seen it all before. You think they've got our interests at heart? Rich men are always selling poor men promises they never plan to keep. Then the poor get pushed out of their homes and the rich get a little richer. That's the way it goes. So, no, I don't trust the fat man, and neither should you.
She is headstrong, but there's a slight hesitation in there. You may be able to convince her.
Okay, suggestion, legend. Okay, there's a white, you can retry. Alright, we need, what do we need? What skill we need? We need suggestion. Legend. Do I have anything that helps my suggestion? No, -1 to suggestion. Well, I mean, we weren't even... Like, the village is dying anyway, right? Like, there's no way to...
The door has seen better.
I'll wait outside to give you some time. After we are done with the day...
The key turn. An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it, adorned with the expression, "It's too late." On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, like an artist with a brush or a master sorter, the sharp blade
it actually
chips
does the
against your
shape.
skin, producing a scratching sound. They feel so smooth, Surprisingly, thank God you. But man persists. The water reflects back of. On the
Oh, you get 'em
table, you
around.
see a boat. A brisk coastal wind still howls. The room feels muffled.
What is this place to you?
Overhead, you hear a middle-aged man stands in a rundown shack. Outside, the howl of the wind has.
Look.
Look under the floorboards. Hold up. Telltale Heart shit here. Good logic.
The bed is comforting.
Under the floorboards, huh? Where would I get that?
On the table, you see a.
Let's see.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is. Oh. That's good to know, I guess. Why is it in the sea?
Got drunk and apparently.
This calls for a funeral, if you ask me. Aye. Feels deserved, don't you think? Falling in the line of duty like that and all. Why odd? Our things are a part of our life world. They're made with our human sweat and they share human history. We should care about them as we care about humans. To some extent, at least. Oh, yeah. You won't even be able to get it out of the water before early June. And where are you going to bury it? Who to invite? What music to play at the wedding? Take it from someone who's been through a few funerals. It's easiest to just leave them there and let nature take care of it.
That's all we have time for right now anyway. Come back here in June and see how you feel about it then. It's not like it's going anywhere. Yes, that is a pity. But for now, let's focus on the things we do get to do. Like the murder investigation.
Remarkable. That one already lost everything else and now his jacket too. It's a good thing too that he has an actual police officer looking for it. Good old doom spiral. Upper management to the core. How sweet of you. It really is. I check around the abandoned fish market on the boardwalk. Drunks are inexplicably drawn to markets. Might be why they have such trouble staying in business. If one of them lost something, that's as good a place to... Oh? Well, how can I assist you then?
Our tenant, the policeman.
It's really in her best interest to listen to you. You know.
I've heard that pitch before plenty. Building this, building that, new jobs, new blood.
Okay. I mean, maybe I do talk them into building it, cause like, what else is gonna happen around here? Like, they live here, but they're barely hanging on. For as far as I can tell, it's just Lillian, the old woman, and Lillian's kids.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope...
It's really in a...
Okay. I mean, this woman... I want to help her out. Maybe this will revitalize this area, who knows. It's only 1 o'clock, and damn, it is in-game clock I'm in. Oh, sandcastle.
Weather has not been kind to Lily's little sandcastle. The once mighty towers are quickly eroding away. The walls and floors give way to the giant screen, collapse and present you with a...
Congratulations. That's the gauntlets down.
Alright, so we have what pieces? We have the Fairweather. Ooh, +2 to interfacing. Even just straight up better. Get those armor gauntlets in there. Got the boots and we got the
As you fold your fingers into a fist, you realize you could knock anyone out with one punch. Your movements cause tiny little clicks, like dice rolling somewhere far away. The hardened vitreous enamel, at once sleek, and you really do feel more confident. Invulnerability does that. Even partial invulnerability. Yes, you should remember, this is a highly specialized kinetic redistributor meant to stop bullets. Wear it. Observe its properties. See
oh
if
yeah,
there's
we're
a
gonna have to fight
weakness
these
in
guys
the
later,
design.
aren't we?
For the day you have to fight someone covered in the same material.
Guess we're gonna have to. Fairweather T500. It really hurts to punch his armor. A sword wouldn't even leave a scratch. A bullet would bounce right off. No, there must be some flaw in it that would allow you to stand your ground against this dangerous enemy technology. You just have to figure out what it is, possibly by beating yourself while wearing it. There you go. Let's see. What's up? Like sneaking, I guess?
Winter, slow to let go of river. The snow falls, and to think, you're warm in your hat and your coat. Like more winding coastlines line, the waters turn no more below the old mines. Losser, where the Philippian kings were interred, with their doctors, children under 40, after 2 kilometers underground, in a winding shaft along whose walls the mausoleum contains untold. Did someone say? Untold quantities of cocaine. Few, but all around her. The canal, someone is scraping snow like all monuments.
Oh, it does
It's
take
all
time to
a
do all
fenced-off yard. There's a truck belonging.
We should keep moving. Who knows when the snow will let up?
Oh, trouble, not church. Alright, let's see the West End first before we do all this. Anything at the very end? What is this? Oh, hold on. Make sure there's nothing over here first. Oh, this must be the cryptozoologist. Okay, I guess this is the very end. I know. Even another shack in here? Ooh, get the glasses. Oversized superstar sunglasses. Oh, it's like a power station.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other.
Correct. The density of the bullet holes is unusual, even in a general average bullet hole frequency in Martinez sense. Grim, meaning this is a lot of bullet holes. Looks like fully automatic rifle fire. The manufacturing and sale of automatic rifles was curtailed after the revolution.
Alright, we need some visual calculus here. Got something for visual calculus? Gives -1 to visual calculus. Okay. Alright, let's have enough for another one, I think. It is an int stat though.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the...
Pretty low.
Unable to piece together the scattering of...
Add it and see if we can redo it.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the crack. A row of ghostly shades stand facing the wall.
Whoa, okay.
There are many
It
of
was
them,
a firing
a dozen
squad.
at least. They're 10 meters away. Other shades are lined up in a... Snowflakes fall on the... A long time has passed since the moment. The abundance of bullet holes leads to two options. Either an inordinate amount of executions were performed here, or they did not use a conscience round, where only one soldier has the loaded rifle. Looks like this was a mass execution with a host of men, probably in everyday clothes. They stand, ordinary people, comrades, the forsaken, the wretched. 7 men in combat uniforms and dark. The commandant, the one who gives the...
I don't know. I don't know who died here, lined up beside that horrible wall. It could have been any of the parties involved in the revolution. Perhaps the ones executed here were the loyalist conservatives, killed by the communists at the start of the Civil War. Or it could have been the communists, put to death during the last stretch of the conflict by the coalition forces. It could even have been the employees of the failed R&D center down the coast, as their building was taken over by the revolutionary.
Or maybe...
Yeah, it's very unlikely the coalition forces were the ones who died here. They were always the last ones against the wall. To be honest, if a coalition member was anyone in this situation, it was a commandant.
A cold sea.
Damn. Thanks. Like a museum or like an amusement park?
Go. Nice and easy.
Morel, the
No way out,
cryptozoologist.
little guys. Not out of this.
There's a cylinder.
Who's there?
His self-conscious enthusiasm renders his mood.
Is that the police? Why are the police here?
Gary the crypto fascist.
Don't worry, Gary. I'll handle. To what do I owe the pleasure? Of course. Thank you for passing along the message. That damn water lock is broken, and we can't go all the way around
maybe
the
don't.
A81. Oh, good. We should really be getting back. Gary could use a hot shower and a warm beer.
Did he say we can go back now?
Yes, Gary. We can go soon. If you see Lena, tell her I won't be long.
Sir, your wife is waiting for you.
I just have to do one more round. See if the phasmid has taken the...
His hands are large and weather-worn, but also used to...
Well, First of all, it's a good question. Being a phasmid of the order Phantasmodea, a ghost insect, it disguises itself as plant matter. In this case, the reeds. Awful lot of reeds around, and I suspect it may have also developed other It's my hypothesis that it has evolved certain electrochemical defenses that allow it to interfere with animal perception, impeding pattern recognition, confusing the visual court, but I cannot describe how these defenses work. I'm expecting it to be quite giant. One known species of phasmid, called the Megaphasmodea zoensis, is about the size of a grown man's forearm. So,
Seems puny, to be honest.
Why are you so interested in this stick bug? It doesn't seem to be as colorful as some of the other cryptids are.
Typical rookie assumption. Insects are much more sophisticated creatures than those unversed in zoology give them credit for. Even simply catching a glimpse of the Insulindian phasmid would be the apex of of any cryptozoologist's career. But to study it and its defenses, find out how it stayed hidden so long,
would be glory itself.
Very little, I'm sorry to say. Not yet.
Just out of curiosity, if there's no proof of its existence, how do you know it's real?
I know it's real.
Cryptozoologist says, brusquely enough that even he seems taken aback by it.
By which I mean, I've heard enough first-hand accounts. Yes, the most recent. It's the first credible sighting in several decades. Admittedly, it's an unusual location for this species, but with all the sewage runoff upstream, it probably doesn't matter much anymore. I have to resist the thought. Such an extraordinary creature is doubtlessly highly resilient. After all, it's generally thought to be
Once again, how do you know
of
this?
Parthenogenesis.
There's never any.
Yes, the females don't need males to reproduce. Makes it easier for a species to survive in adverse conditions. Yes, the Insulindian
There's nothing dispassionate about the...
Well, the main... Yes. Simple. Attracted by the locust. At least, that's the intention. The net isn't locusts. Nearly all known phasmids are herbivores, of course. But we've hypothesized...
Inside the traps, a number of locusts crawl and...
They'll work, I assure you. The predatory
The traps do seem to...
Yes. What? And I'm eager to return to my wife and us.
Come on, Morale.
And leave the traps? Absolutely not.
Come on. She wants us back. I'm soaked up to my nuts over here. We'll both catch reed crabs if we don't dry out soon.
I'm doing this for science. And so, of course it's important to her. She's seen it. A very far...
She's seen it?
He cited the man.
Yes. That's how we first came to know one another, in fact. But that's her
He's like
story
a vaguely
to tell,
Australian
not
accent. I don't know
mine.
if he's supposed to be like a Crocodile Dundee parody.
Suffice to say, it's long been our dream to find proof of the Insulindian phasmid together. I can't abandon course now.
His spirit may
Destroying
be
your
willing,
body.
but his body might be too old to endure the rigors of the coast.
No, no, no. The traps need to be monitored on a regular schedule. What would we do if
there's
the
no video
phasmid were
cameras
to
in this
starve
universe.
While we were sitting...
He's dead set on it. I could go for some trap setting.
I didn't expect you to take such an interest in our work here, officer.
Cryptozoology and detective work are very
Yes, indeed. Both require a great deal of research, attention to detail, and, above all, persistence. There are 4 in total. One is to the south, on this little peninsula, by the boathouses there. Another we set in Land's End, to the northeast. It's behind. The third is set near the canal, where you crossed, by a concrete slab. You should check at least one of those before returning to this one.
That seems like a lot. Do we really have time for this
Pursuit of
extracurricular
knowledge,
venture?
zone justification.
Is it?
If you think it's important. You have.
Bring it to me at once.
He's not comfortable with the possibility that you'll claim the find, but he's lying about this even to himself.
That's highly unlikely, officer. But in the event you do, I'll spray you with a pheromone mixture I developed.
Did you hear that? Pheromones. You were right about the teenagers.
So it really was the Phasma that made the teenagers.
I doubt there is any connection there. Anyway, these pheromones will attract the insect to you, or at least prevent it from bolting at the sight of you. It's quite potent. Should last you about a week.
Lay it on me. He douses you with the odd-smelling spray, a double helping as you present your other armpit. I think gives you satisfied.
This is the smell of dying reeds, of longing crumbling into the water.
I hope you're not buying this. He dispenses it without letting you touch the canister, so it would be precious like holy water.
It is precious. A single dose cost me 50 real to develop. Not that I expect you to...
Right, which means you two can pack.
Finally.
Thank you for your help. Gary...
What about his eager-to-leave friend Gary there?
I've just always liked animals and puzzles. Searching for cryptids is a bit of both. Real. I know you think one is a respectable profession, while the other is superstition. Everyone does. Indeed, my methods do not differ from other scientists. I simply draw upon a wider variety of evidence.
These people just like want to see something wondrous, I guess.
That something truly surprising might happen.
Just not exciting enough.
Your nerve endings tell you there is no such thing as a positive surprise.
No, as I see.
Interesting.
Everything from forgotten No. Of the list of cryptids kept by... 2 are categorized as confirmed discoveries. The rest are in... Yes, the Chateau Quan forest pygmy, who turned out to be an extinct species of primate, and a cave salamander from Grad, who is, honestly, quite unremarkable. It's in a zoo somewhere. We cryptozoologists are brutally honest with ourselves. More so even than the public. With cryptids, most cryptids are hoaxes or they are never found. That does not mean we should stop searching. Indeed. If our expedition is successful...
The hair on your arms stand up. Electricity.
It's not child's play. Yes? All right.
You need to ask him about specific cryptids. Cryptids you've heard about from Lena, or his friend...
I see you've been talking about cryptids with Lena. The kind green ape is one of her favourites. We travelled to South Safra to look for it once. The search was fabulously unsuccessful. But the people were very nice. I'm glad they didn't understand
Gary's a
what
bit of a
Gary was
racist
saying
too.
about him.
Wonderful.
What? South Safra? They're just on a different rung of the ladder, Morale.
Your voice just not
I
look
had
like
no
it.
problem with them.
Really? You kept complaining about how dirty of...
They're a nascent culture. I just didn't feel comfortable.
A willow person. It's a long story. They're not people, really. Some argue they aren't really animals. They're very, very thin. Almost flat, in fact. And can camouflage themselves easily. Wrapping them, you probably have. Gary and I painted an entire grove's worth of trees after waiting in hiding for hours. I chased it with a net. Not very elegant.
A lavender shadow.
I know you think we were snacking on funny mushrooms. Furthermore, I'm not saying it was a confirmed sighting. I'm paying confirmed. It's 100% verified. Formerly the most dangerous, yes. The most dangerous cryptid is a carnivorous ruminant, known colloquially as the dread moose. Yes, the dread moose subsists entirely on flesh. It has even been known human remains have been found deep in the forest, just like an ordinary ardent moose.
Now, how can you tell if it's the ordinary or the
You
dread?
can't. That's what makes it so dreadful and hard to identify.
Of course you do.
The bodies found in the forest are just one piece of physical evidence.
A detective. Pardon me, I did not wish to seek conflict. It's simply my training to question things.
Understood, Lieutenant.
His tone surprisingly mild.
That's impressive, I guess.
But have you seen it with your... Of course you haven't. I haven't had a chance to travel to Coco North. No. And I likely never will. The Samaskill desert region has been embroiled in a small civil war for the last 8 years. I fear this mindless barbarism may have wiped out the elusive creature entirely. Oh, everyone knows about that.
A bit of jealousy there. He'd want that glory, truth be told. Even if he'd have to inject himself.
Although, probably because her life ended as a result of her work in Gutler. No one remembers her contributions to a flightless cursor owl found in the Seminine Isles. Its long legs permit the Nongok to run faster than any other avian, perhaps any other animal. Who knows? When it's not hunting its prey in this manner, the Ock hangs from tree branches, like a bat, waiting to dive on hapless
actual
prey
animals
below
have
on
some
the
really
jungle
weird
floor.
adaptations.
Mijanu liked extreme animals, you see. One of the few figures of the academic decades ago, in the 30s. I didn't know her personally, of course. The chasm of academic pretension still stood before us. Even though, no offense, officer, but I'm not much of a pedagogue. Me? By all means.
Alright, let's talk to our next racist.
Hello, I'm Gary. Yellow Man.
The lieutenant raises his yellow man. That...
I'm just waiting for my friend Morel to finish up with his insect traps so we can return to civilization. I like nature, just not this bloody coast. It's mostly drunks and degenerates that come here. Oh, I've been tempted. But someone has to stay strong for Revachol. My mug?
His eyes widen at the sight of the mug. He's seen it before, all right.
Oh.
How do you mean?
He is trying to avoid lying to you outright. In case he's trying not to look afraid. Because that would be incriminating. Yet...
Okay. I admit
Oh, it's his room.
I threw the mug away in the trash container behind the hostel. You're not going to find me, are you? Whew. Thank you. You won't regret... I don't know what got into me, really. Work has been stressful lately. Damn...
What did you do, Gam?
Nothing!
Here we go. Start pumping that sweet info.
I know a guy who works with the trash collection services.
Okay.
CS Municipal. He
Okay,
gave
well,
me
that
a master
explains it,
key
right?
for the
How
trash
he got into
containers
the
of
locked,
Martinez.
trash thing.
So I can use the Whirling's trash compactor to store my own stuff. Garbage disposal is expensive as hell. The damn Hemians run it like a mob. I'm sorry, okay? I thought I...
Disgraced? No need for the histrionic, sir. It was...
He studies his reaction. Gary doesn't answer.
Officer, please. I was only cleaning up. I live right across the yard from where he was hanged, and I saw him stripped naked. All the clothes lying around in the yard, smelling. Then I came out to clean up the rags because no one else would. Okay. I was...
Right. It was just...
Exactly.
As he shifts uncomfortably, a series of clicks, like the clinking of glass beads against one another as they roll across a hardwood floor.
Armor? No.
An infant could see he's not telling the truth. There's something going on here. You should observe him more closely.
What sound? Really?
He's wearing the armor.
There's lots of weird stuff out here.
Every day, the wind shifts the reeds and whatever was left in them. Timbre.
What? I haven't the slightest.
Every day, the wind shifts the reeds and whatever was left in them.
Armor?
An infant could see he's not. There's something going on here.
Officer, I was only cleaning up. Then I came... Okay.
Right.
Exactly.
As he shifts uncomfortably, a series of clicks, like the clinking of glass beads against one another as they roll across.
I hope I can help your investigation.
Don't be so relieved yet, Gary. This bad cop may have been in your apartment, admiring your mug collection.
He's wearing the armor.
That shirt looks very uncomfortable on him. Look at the buttons, barely keeping that thing together. Yes, like a piece of ceramic armor, for example. One that makes a clicking sound.
So he took
when
the
plates meet
the
each
chess
other,
piece then.
resembling pearl.
I knew you'd figure it out, officer. I was ashamed of what I did. And I...
We're not detecting falsehood, sire. He's gearing up to admit the truth.
Gary! What's... Later, Morale. I've got apologizing to do.
No, you've got explaining to do.
Everyone was picking those pieces off him, and so I went there to take out the trash and started cleaning up. All those rags, only the cuirass was left. So I stripped it off him.
It's okay.
I'm so fucking sorry I called.
It's difficult to say what the lieutenant thinks of this historic apology. His face does not be...
Because I was weak.
The hell, Gary?
I'll explain later.
He sighs again, hangs his head, and unbuttons his shirt.
Nice, we almost got the full armor, baby.
That matches the dead
Actually, we
man's
do,
boots
right? The helmet's the
comes
only thing
into
missing,
view.
and
Soon it is in your hands.
Kuno tossed it
smelling
into the
hot,
ocean.
but so light to hold. This is it.
I always thought it was the Union. Some Union hardasses.
This is all he knows.
Yes, absolutely. I will never do anything like this again. No.
They're probably...
Sure did.
His eyes narrow slightly. He's wondering where this is going.
Mr. Everard? So you work for Everard Clare? Officer, what have I done?
As he lowers his tone, he hunches his back.
Whatever it is, tell him I'm silent as I won't do it again.
This scared...
The weather vane has turned. He cannot be unturned.
He clearly liked his squirming. He may even have changed his mind about the whole door-opening operation.
Alright, yeah. Kim does not like racists. A shame. I mean, you shouldn't, right? Oh, whoops. Oh, hold on. We should check one of the other traps. Is that one of the quest things now? Oh, there it is.
There's a trap in the reeds at your... behind you. The ruins. When this district, locusts are crawling around in the trap.
Big surprise. Anyway, 1 down, 3 to go. I meant no offense, just...
I almost have, well, cool. Our time is almost up too. Let's, deal with this and call it a day. Hey, we're like more than halfway through day 3 already, so making some progress. Field electrical.
You see, a once bright mural towering above. A slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time.
Looks like tomorrow never came.
What's up? What's with this guy?
And Mikhail noticed the windows, especially with how there are no windows on the south side. This was to deal with...
Trent Hiddleston.
You officers, come to investigate the historic subtext of West Martinez? I'm Trent Hiddleston. You must be Kim Kituragi,
Wait,
right?
what?
I was just telling my son about
Kim?
this building. Not a lot of people realize the historic significance here. Very rich in hypertext.
Nice to meet you.
Yes, hypertext. Young...
He's just making up fancy words. This doesn't mean anything.
Eh. Got some
Oh
buzzwords.
yes. So Mikhail, they had to deal with monitor glare, especially in the summer. They still had vector monitors back then. That was 49 years ago. So, no, I can't say that we've met before, but I've heard of Kim, of course. Mikhail, say hi to the officers.
What have you heard about Kim?
Mikhail's a little tired today. We spent all night trying to run Orbis on his radio computer. Have you heard of it? It's a programming language used in Grad. Quite tricky, but he wanted to play this Grad-made adventure program. We've been getting really into verbs lately.
The man speaks in the artificial cadence of a professor, or someone who's been on too many radio
You
shows.
have some stuff about one.
But I assume you're not here for giant worms when there are so many real things to see. Just as I was telling Mikhail before.
This man is your half-brother. You feel it. But why?
Aha! But it's not just any empty old building. What not a lot of people know is this used to be the R&D department of Felt Electrical. And Felt, which now sells ink cartridges mostly, was once a top dog in the turn-of-the-century cybernetics boom.
Hold on. What's R&D? It looks old and weathered.
Apologies, it's an acronym for research and development. They don't use it anymore. You're probably more familiar with RTD, research and technological development.
Mea culpa. You are not familiar with that one either.
That's not surprising. Only a vestigial ink cartridge and ferrotape manufacturer remains. They started out as a midway electronics outfit in Königstein
2 centuries ago. Damn.
After an
Well, I
aggressive
mean,
move
Ford's
to
pretty
Revachol,
old too,
Feld
and
became a
General
global
Electric at
player
this point, I
in
guess.
the emerging personal electronics market of the pre-revolutionary era. Still, Tricentennial was beating them in business machines. But Feld had an ace up their sleeve, or should I say they were developing an ace up their sleeve. It was here in Martinez, possibly in this very building, that they developed prototypes for a tape compute. An elegant folding mechanism of rollers and ferrotape ribbons, portable enough to be a take-it-home solution, revolutionizing business machines, possibly even bringing them to the average consumer, which is a feat of engineering even today's giants, Rehm, ICN and ZAM, haven't achieved yet.
He assumes something like a...
Indeed.
The revolution!
Unfortunately, their moonshot project never made it to the market. Feld's move to Revachol backfired. The revolutionary government liquefied their assets and expropriated those very advanced prototypes, possibly from this very building, or one of the adjacent... All of this was built by Feld, even a boardwalk. Wild Pines built Martinez proper as a resort for their middle management. Feld built this side of town for R&D. Yes, they even built a pleasure wheel, but...
A pleasure wheel?
Yes, to lure in their star engineers. This part of Martinez was nothing but reeds before Feld arrived. They had to make the prospect of living here attractive. It was supposed to become a global center for innovation in cybernetics. But history had other plans. They used them for military communications, but also to write and send out press releases. What's the Mars Decree? I mean the radio transmission sent out to news agencies and world governments by the newly created commune of Revachol on the 7th of March in the year 02.
The history.
It's a beautiful piece of text, actually. A singer-songwriter I know, Charette, called it a love poem to Revachol on her political concept album, Bom Becer dans le Lind. You should read it. Every local library in Revachol stocks a copy of the decree. I tried to get Mikhail to memorize it. Tried to. Someone was much too interested in worms to be paying any attention.
The kid takes a peek at the green and silver worm on the cover of the book.
Oh, I'm afraid it didn't end well for the boys. But this story is a bit too dark for little Mikhail here. Now, if you were to ask about tape, actually no one knows. No one even knows what a computer made entirely of tape would look like. But word has it, they were very elegant. Exquisite, alien-looking turn-of-the-century hardware. 10 years ago, I did a little freelancing, I guess you could say. I was a special consultant for an exhibition at the Wompty Dumpty Dum Center in Vredefort, Oranje.
Wait, did he just say Wompty Dumpty Dum Center? He did it. He said Wompty Dumpty Dum Center, like it's the most natural thing in the world. What the hell is a Wompty Dumpty Dum Center? And who the hell are Keith and Guy Juice? This is all ninsy-pinsy garbage for sissy people.
The Wompty Dumpty Dum Center for Contemporary Arts. The exhibition itself drew on Lagerman's notion of memory, and so there were some parallels. That's
Come
why
on,
the
there's
head
no
curator,
place
Paul
called the
Ackerman,
Wompty
chose to-
Dumpty Dum Center of Art.
Actually, I think there is. No, it's too much. He's joking.
In fact, I'm not. The Wompty Dumpty Dum Center is a place you can visit if you're ever in Vredefort and are ever in the market for an exhibition space / contemporary art
It's a
research
thought.
center.
You can internalize the Wompty Dumpty Dum Center.
But perhaps I should return to the tape computers. As I was saying, the device itself was very elegant, fragile even. One could write directly on the tape using a special chemical solution. The machine would then analyze the handwriting,
Well, you can't
perform
rewrite it,
operations,
right?
and project
So once
output
the chemicals
onto
are
a white
burned in,
screen.
that's it.
It was a beautiful, delicate thing. Very, very cool. Though I understand the socio-economic causes of the revolution, it pains me to imagine the revolutionary setting fire to this precious device. But so, yes, the official name of the prototype. Who knows? Maybe it was an accident, or maybe they didn't want the technology to end up in the wrong hands. Either way, they're all gone now. All 3 versions of the... But of course, what else? I do have some money, yes, but that's not what's really important here. Of course, Detective, I wouldn't have assumed anything else. I don't know if you're familiar with this, but the Vespertine Department of Justice has published a rather interesting paper on the criminal profiling in former socialist states. Have you read it? If not, then you definitely should. If not for tips and tricks, then just for theory.
Forget it. They don't sell those kind of books at crime, romance, and biography.
No, thanks to you for having me and little Mikhail here to pick your brain. A very interesting conversation indeed.
Yo, what the hell is the Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center? -1 suggestion, outsider. It takes very little time to internalize either. I don't know what this shit's all about. We still haven't talked about how they
Hello again.
know how they know Kim.
A metal payphone under a You hear the tone. The
No, do not dial a random number. Seems like a bad idea. Oh, the phone works. This is the jacket?
Someone has left an unidentifiable article of clothing on its street with...
Please tell me you're not taking that with you. I'm sure he'll be thrilled to have it.
Filthy Jake. Click on that. But I guess, no, okay. Look at this.
There's some tear, an empty cigarette pack, 2 empty bottles. No, there's more in there.
A tragedy.
2 empty... No.
A tragedy.
Whoever tossed it, you see traces of mayonnaise. It's hard to concentrate. The smell. It's awful, and it doesn't help. Keep it in now. Don't you recognize it? That hideous pungency. Something cold wakes in the pit of... The lieutenant has...
Eyes up, detective.
A man lies on the boardwalk. his limbs bent and neck turned at an unnatural angle. Half of his body has slipped between the cracked boardwalk, starting with the right leg. The smell is not as bad as a 2-week-old corpse, but...
Hold on. Lividity is faintly pronounced. Whoever this is, he's been dead for 2 days. No longer.
Calm now. He's wearing mud-caked. The leather jacket suit. You find some sunflower seeds and a rain-soaked library card folded into...
Good. We should take a look at...
The man has fallen through a crack in the boardwalk and hit his head against the metal bench.
Okay.
Coagulated blood covers his black hair. You have to be quite inebriated to fall that bad. Well over a liter of pure ethanol. His expression is dull, like the sea. Height, 170 to 170. There's some dried blood on the metal bench. A dried chunk of blood covered.
I don't see any other major wounds, do you? Seems like the head wound was fatal. It's exactly the...
They screech under your feet. You see waves churning with a 0.75 liter. It's mid-market spirits with a...
Tear all around us. I'd prefer if you didn't collect them this time.
Grabowski spearmint chewing gum. The blackness of death confirmed.
He ate the whole pack, right? It's to cover the smell of alcohol before going home. The worst thing is, I've seen it before. Almost the same scenario. Even the chewing gum. It's always the same.
The entire boardwalk creaks.
Looks like one of the locals. He'd have to know this spot to come here. You don't just walk over here. But that's just a lazy ass.
At least this man knew how to party. Imagine the same scene without the bottle. Now that would be just sad.
We do know that he was married. But you're right. Let's not run ahead. For now, death by misadventure. He slipped and fell through the boardwalk. A truly unfortunate accident. If it... Oh yes. Some symptoms of acute alcohol poisoning could have definitely played a role here. Severe confusion, respiratory depression, unpredictable behavior.
I don't drink.
But I think that death arrived through head trauma, not liver failure. They'll seal this place off after the new... Not that sealing it off would keep anyone away. All it does is keep the city council's hands clean. What about it? The deceased ate some kebab. It's probably... It does seem to be a pretty straightforward misadventure. From where I stand, I can see two options. We either take the case and follow the leads to identify the body or not. A field autopsy isn't necessary. I'd say we should just write down head trauma in the autopsy report and leave it at that. It would save us at least 2 hours of unnecessary... Good call. The guys at processing can take care of the rest. Alright, we should first examine the library card you found.
As you hold it in your hand, it's a sordid, filthy tale. Some secrets are better left. It occurs to you that you're... It smells like a dead sea creature. Why? Why did you think about it? Look at your hands. Now you're just flicking that
Oh no.
The library card is folded into two and still slightly wet to the touch. Whoever owns this card is an avid reader. You find a list of books written in blue pencil. Radio thriller. Most of these titles seem... If lost, please return the card to the library. Dial 00502.
Good. We should give them a call from my key.
Good idea.
I don't know. Do libraries know everything about people they give library cards to? I think that's pretty unlikely. Oh, that's a misadventure. Oh, another shack. Oh, this is the church. So we should go check it out. I don't know what the color of the circles are. Why are some yellow and why are some green? I don't know what that. Shit further up too. Oh, there's someone here.
A pane of Eternite has been planted, barely holding it up. It could fall over.
It looks like a makeshift bridge. Could be convenient.
The pane falls into the icy snow with a soft thunk.
We should ask that girl on the ice what's going on.
The tent is just tarpaulin fab.
Come on! Get in and close the flap behind you. The warm stuff's getting out. Sorry, we barely have room for one.
You go ahead.
I'm actually not, he thinks. I just dislike delinquent.
I'm sure you will feel right at home.
Whoa, what's going on here?
You see a youngish man bleaching the tips of his...
Hello, I'm Andre.
His grip is strong.
This is my posse.
The young man with earrings looks at you.
An egghead. Egg! Together with a Settle Burger, who's out there right now, doing some seriously progressive sonic experimentation, we like to think of ourselves as music venue organisers. We have many in the pipeline. You see, we've been all over Jamrock North, prospecting for real estate to establish a new venue in.
Oh, that's all for Tad.
Yeah, thank you, Egghead. And while there is no shortage of raw, unfettered talent spinning tapes in Jamrock, we've had rotten luck with the real estate part.
Place is a shithole.
I apologise for my friend Noid's potty mouth. I realise this is not how you speak to a police officer. He has authority issues. Which brings me to the problem of occupied ecclesiastical property. I bet you've noticed the derelict hive of narcomania on the coast. I'm talking about the church, and I'm not exaggerating. Even a place of spiritual refuge can become a magnet for all sorts of dopeheads and burnouts if left.
Dopeheads? Burnouts?
Well, I'm sad to say, that's exactly what happened. Sad because we were just about to put Martinez on the map.
Strike that!
I
And
didn't want to
sad
dance
yet,
in the
because
church.
the dopeheads and burnouts hold up in there with the worst.
He leans back a little, watching you with a steady...
The spooky kind. I was hoping you would be the judge of that, officer. All I can say is...
Also, they don't eat or clean the building. Shit's gonna collapse. People just want to spin tapes without them spooking it up. Place has bad signs. No one can dance like that.
Thank you, Egghead. So you're gonna look into it, right? It should be a police matter. Getting them out. Whatever spooky stuff they're doing, I'm sure it's not what the Ecclesiastes meant their property for.
Better clear the church out.
All right, man.
Andre's obviously very happy.
I asked Noid to install a measure against more drifters wandering in.
I had to do it in an hurry.
Of course.
All right.
You sense the trajectory of the little piece of metal and plastic. The object, ka-ching! The key hits your palm. The speed freaks nod to you. The young man with the word august
away from
used
her.
as an adjective. That's how cool it feels to be old and cool in the eyes of the young. Let's face it, you're near death, yet bathed in the golden rays of stately grandeur.
Not long. Like a week, maybe? I'm super sure they're alive. I mean, come on. I'm at least 90%, maybe 85% sure that... Okay,
I'm sorry too. I guess me too. I shouldn't have that kind of power over another person. I'm not the one with the violence monopoly here.
Sure, man. Truth is, I don't really know. None of us do. Well, when I first scouted the place, back in February, it was abandoned, empty.
One of them
Filling
has
with
wires
strange
running
machine.
into bowls of water. Wires into water. Never seen...
Andre! Oh,
No!
Which other one? I'm not as in tune with my emotions as you are, Egg.
Felt like silence.
Not exactly. We've just seen someone who we think is a woman go in and out of the church. A couple of times. Like, you aren't alone.
It wasn't quite...
Non-human means a predator.
It was this dark shape climbing upside down along the ceiling. Like some kind of crab man. Yeah, you know. The way it was climbing up and around the ceiling.
Well, I mean,
like
we've
a crab.
seen what seems to be supernatural stuff in this game.
A cell, exhibiting ambush behaviour.
Yeah, totally. I mean...
So he hasn't...
You should ask her about it.
You should talk to Noid about that.
With a small surge of people.
It means like one of those rich boy private radio stations.
Must be.
Not that we would know anything about...
He appears sincere enough, sire.
We're getting derailed here. In short, you can tell to Noid. Well...
Why not?
I'm 70% sure they're substance users. Sure. What? Oh yeah, that's a Meteor name for the... You know, of Meteo. Meteo, a country, on Muindi. On the Muindi Isla. Come to think of it, I've never really looked them up, you know? And they have roots in ancient mass society. You're totally wrong.
The Pericanassian church is about love. And Nordic music is about love. I got love for my Pericanassian posse. Love is the relay out of death. We're done. Love is hardcore.
Unity. Unity.
Make some noise for my Insulindian posse.
You feel it. The anodes and the cathodes.
I guess
coursing
the
through.
love was pretty hard.
Your big toe starts tapping along to the base, as if testing the waters. Feels good.
Oh yeah,
he's coming around. You're...
Yeah! Do it for the masses.
I didn't want to say it, but it was pretty...
The one with the large head. You feel like you could go for a little disco.
Yes. What? Yeah. Good to have, bitch to carry. When I first... oh, it's the one they...
It's like he's lying to you, my liege. But he's slippery enough that there's no...
It does.
Told you we have a smell problem.
Ether?
No.
He sniffs that a shrug is good enough for us. Why say it?
The what now?
Nose Fit Ultra.
Oh, the old...
He's like an actor.
I have a major sinus infection. Stuffy nose. We all do. Shit, yes.
Nosifed is the shit.
Sure.
He nods enthusiastically. No doubt, a little relieved.
Yo, it's a logic time. Hold on.
As always.
All right, we're gonna do the logic god thing, and then we're gonna call it for the night. All right, got the logic. Oh, +2 logic. That's great. There's a lot of logic. I am a very logical man now because of this.
A young man with...
Hardcore to the mega. Here comes the...
Could there have been a right way out of this garden of forking paths? The young man...
This is hardcore. It's hardcore. Skibbity.
Okay, you gotta keep
back to the head. Hardcore. It's hardcore. Skibbity. We're close. True. Hardcore. Yeah.
This young man adds a capital G before the H in his yegs and args.
The Y to the... Yeah.
He missed one A.
It's nice to be in port.
Fairweather T500. Remember that weakness you were looking for in the ceramic armor? Like, maybe it can only stop small, fast projectiles, but a large, slow-moving pry bar would shatter it? Or, if I run an electrical current through it, maybe it will melt. Or, personal favorite, frequency something radio weapon? None of that would work. You need to shoot the part of the enemy that doesn't have Fairweather T500
oh, great.
on it.
It's like the Iron Man armor.
Itself is invulnerable.
On the bonuses.
Good
hey,
news is,
yep, extra
so are the
buffs
armor
against
pieces
enemies in
on
that armor.
you.
How many people are there? How many enemies are going to be fighting in this armor?
close. True. Hard. Hardcore. Yeah.
This young man,
The white. Yeah.
he missed.
I'm the hard rhymer. The track attacker.
We're gonna go through the entire thing.
Hardcore. Hardcore to the mega. Internally coherent.
All car. All right.
Yeah. Gotta get the people going. I'm the party boy. It's my job. 2 on a track.
Oh my god, there's so much.
Hardcore. Hardcore. Internally coherent.
All car. All
He furrows his.
Hardcore.
Is it though? But is it? I mean, really?
I am the mic and We're close. True. Hardcore. Hardcore.
Dude, we're gonna go through the entire.
Good morning, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yako kata. Yako cut.
We're gonna go.
Hardcore. Hardcore to the mega. Internally coherent. Good morning, yeah. It's the message. We're close. True. Hardcore. Hardcore to the internally coherent.
All car.
He furrows his brow.
Hardcore.
The question is, what is the question? But there was no.
We're close. True. Hardcore. Yeah.
This young man,
The white. Yeah.
he missed one.
I'm the hot.
Alright, yeah, we're just
True.
gonna.
Hardcore. Hardcore. Internally.
All car.
He furrows.
Is it though? But is it? I mean, really? No, but seriously.
Hey, we did.
I'm a bit worried it isn't.
The skin on your. There is a hawthorn tree. Don't be alarmed. Everything is okay. He isn't actually worried. Everything is still super hot.
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm still in love with the hardcore. Sometimes I just feel like anodic music is in its infancy. Isn't something holding it back? It's like it's...
I think it's super hardcore, but you're right. It's not hyper hardcore. Fuck yeah! I knew it!
No nation, but trans nation. No war, but class war.
He's not a communist. It's just something he likes to yell. He picked it up from a tape jockey at the Elysium.
Yeah! With a rebel yell! I could be a communist.
Please don't turn him into a communist. Oh yeah, turn him into a communist. Come on, it would be super.
Aye!
I guess he's a communist.
Don't be a lunatic.
Yeah!
Unless you were thinking Revershow imperative right now. Anyway, I've had a similar thing happen with eggs yelling. That's fucked up, man. Lying like that. And a cop, too.
Communism rules the nation. Here comes the sun.
You could swear you feel the bright future of the working classes, reflected of Jermaine Egghead's giant smile.
Basically, yes. Lungs are for love. When Dolores Day was anointed innocence, her lungs started glowing through her body. For the world loved her, and she loved... I think so. Rhymes that keep their secrets. All right.
Damn, we've spent like 30 minutes.
So yeah, the talk. It's good you talked to Andre first. Gave me time to get a reading on your song. Yeah, I suck at so weird stuff. Wires going into water. Gives nothing's wrong with most of its psionic powers. The hardcore. I can see that. Further sign matching would do good for us. Well.
All right, let's. We have the logic. Let's see.
Hi
what we
again.
can do.
So,
God.
how are things going?
A number of things don't. How about gather around, kids? The young speed freak, the one with their would-be leader, is less amused.
But you still are. What happened? That's a real downer.
The young speed freak is silent.
I have no idea how you arrived at that conclusion.
One speaker. They have one speaker.
What do you mean, Fred? It's a one-speaker system. It's monodynamic. You wouldn't know the first thing about sound reproduction and anodic music. Other speak. He said it was for his nose. What more do you... And of all cellular-based life, what's your point,
The distilled water,
Lord Reader?
cornerstone of a clean lab, and of all cellular-based life.
Make up your mind. First it's the sweat, then it's the ether. No shit.
That's... Come on, that's... I meant to say, not true. What do you mean?
There's resignation in his voice. He's almost ready to drop the act. It wouldn't take a lot of pushing.
What do you mean by lenient? Okay, man. Things are just so hard for an entrepreneur in this city right now. It's not like we lied when we said we want to turn a church into the wickedest club in East Revershire. Because we do! We just need to turn it into a speed lab to get our foot in the door. Like I told you, spooky arsehole. No, man. They're spooky, all right. But the sign was way off. Sir, you promised you'd be lenient.
Let's do this clean. No speed lab, just a club for anointing music.
Yeah! I knew it. It's impossible now. No, Andre, it's harder now. This hard cop has come to show us how much the fish is, and the fish is always so much more. We all know there was never going to be a club for hypnotic music with the Speed Lab. Now it has a fighting chance. There needs to be a club for hypnotic music in there. Needs to. Everyone hates each other. Everybody hates it here. It's all just drugs and we're slaves and I can't. We are running out of time. We need a win, Andre. I promise this will be a win. We won't cook speed in there. We'll do it clean. We'll do it true. We'll do it sober and real and beautiful. This will be a victory
Damn,
for the
Egghead
land.
has so much riding on you, I feel bad if I let him down.
This will be nothing. You can hear the ice crack underneath you. Outside, the last century waterfront development is crumbling in the wind. A grape-shot row of falling houses.
What? Okay, we'll try to do it without the drugs. We'll do a straight club up in there, spinning the maddest reels, and nothing but, I swear to God. Okay, Egg? From here on, it'll be straight on. As always, we'll...
Alright. Also, why did they have another member out here on the ice?
A shaggy-looking girl in her late teens.
Oh.
She must be a cell. Everyone knows drugs make you invulnerable to cold. You bet.
Huh? So should you...
You don't have to do anything.
Oh. I didn't notice that. Yeah, well... Look, man, fuck the hat.
Your pulse rises.
I'm sorry I said fuck the hat. My whole family swears and it rubbed off on me. I did and I'm sorry.
This is why I didn't go into the tent. Typical dealing.
You don't get to choose your posse, they choose you. Mine are idiots, but they're mine. I tried to talk Andre out of it. I know. May I ask? What did you tell them? Thank you. I'll get them under wraps, I promise. Oh, that. You're not going to believe me. There's no point in me telling. Okay. I went in and I saw a woman next to one of those machines there. Noid calls it a mainframe. She was dressed like someone who's been raised by their grandmother. You know, strange old clothes. Had this abs... And then, you know, right behind her, a man crawled down the wall. Upside down like a crab. Down the church wall. I think the woman didn't even know he was there. He stopped right before he got to the floor. Then just hung there like that, looking at me. Right at me. I fucking turned around and walked.
Like a crab, you say?
It was too dark.
Come on. She obviously could. She already went into detail.
Why? I guess so. Anyway, my associates. I haven't got my... Sorry. I just don't tell people about my... Me? I'm a silver bird. Don't know what makes you think it'll be any different later, but this... It's a portable recording device. It's for field recording. Low quality, but still. Actually, just one wire. I picked on it till the braiding came loose. A contact mic records...
Nice. You could maybe bug someone with it.
The mic? I don't exactly know. Somehow it doesn't pick up vibrations from the air. The book said it only picks up structure-borne sound, if you like technobab. Same place I got the recorder from, the Palaceum. Oh man, you haven't been to the Palaceum? It's the coolest place in this whole drug-addled shithole. It's a music club and a synthesizer workshop on Boogie Street in Jamrock. Musicians live there, like real musicians. I once saw Arno van Eyck. Oh yeah, Guess you wouldn't know Van Eyck. Or really be a Palaceum going kind of... I don't know what that means either. That's cool. Sucks, man.
Home is
Was there
deserted.
something else? About the contact mic, perhaps? Okay. Recording, I think I'm recording cracks in the ice. But there's no way to tell. Not without headphones. My boyfriend said, I don't know, man.
A lie. They were probably pawned off for something suspicious.
The musicians in the Palaceum used them for making music. They looped the stuff, cutting the tapes together. They make music out of cracks in the ice and keys jangling. Crazy sounds like that. It's hard. Anyway, I thought I'd make... I don't really know what I'm doing. They use synthesizers too. I don't have a synthesizer.
The sharp drop in endorphins is almost visible. Like a warm blanket has fallen off her shoulders. The wave of chill. The quiver.
Take this, you're cold.
No, man, fuck that, I'm cool. I'm sorry I said that.
It's okay.
Thanks. Go ahead.
Oh, you just give whatever hat you were wearing to her. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I need empathy now. I need some better glasses. We need empathy. Okay. I don't think I have any empathy. Gives you -1 empathy. Yep, I don't think I have anything that gives me empathy. This does. Am I looking at empathy here? Holy shit, authority -2. I have 0 authority.
The shaggy head.
So you talked to my associates, right? Great. Let us know if there's any
The device is still warm from her touch and heavy as a brick
got lucky with that.
from the batteries inside. The company logo, Omicron, adorns its yellow plastic cover. Inside, she looks you in the eye, her pupils wide, surrounded by a ridiculous amount of makeup.
People who built this world intended it to be better for you, but they failed. It's easier to live in their failure with this by your side.
The wind howls. It's real. Tell her.
It's not a childish fantasy. It can be a real weapon against what's coming.
What is? Okay, I'll stick to it. So thanks, I guess, for the psych session. Maybe I can return it. What's been eating you, officer? Come on, I can tell. But, okay. Be a boy a dare. What is it? Oh. Really?
Golem Capital runs rampant, smashing creator and slave alike. Appear to process
Wow.
their reserve.
Social justice really matters that much to you? That's commendable. It really had you shaken up there. Are you sure that's it, though? Yeah, man. They're pretty bad.
3.6 billion, not counting those in sale.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Are you sure
Are you
you're
sure
not
you're
just
not hung
hung
up
up
with
on
shit?
some chick, though? Okay. Why'd you think that? There you have it then, chick trouble. Not political after all. Really? You seem to be pretty upset about this chica. Wow, man. That's some pretty strange shit. How come you don't remember, though? Is it like some selective memory thing?
I think it's more about me getting so unbelievably drunk, I completely erased all memory of the
Yeah. Or it might be that. This one time I did so much booze that I forgot too.
It's obvious she's done more.
Or it might just be some psych bullshit, you know? Königstein wank.
Königstein
You know,
wank?
the psych thing they've got going on there. Rich people like it. People in... You're welcome. Might be for the best to keep that shit forgotten though. Just my opinion. If it itches, don't scratch.
Yes, but it itches really, really bad.
Oh. Just got your hat now. Alright, we made a lot of progress. This session, we're gonna call it here. And I don't think I'm gonna finish tomorrow. I don't know how many days this game will be total, but hey, we made a lot of progress here. We're gonna explore the church next, and we'll see what happens after.